I wish I could make this preview larger. But, whatever. Hi guys, my name is Steven, and this is Card Shop Talk. And today, we're going to be opening a case of War of the Spark. I'm going to make sure that we're going live here. And then we'll get started. I've got my sorting tray out for me. I've got this thing, which is a case of War of the Spark. I've labeled it case 1 because I might open more of these depending on how this goes. This is going to be a really desirable product, but an incredible amount of it is going to be opened. There, right there, you can see it says War of the Spark. War of the Spark. But a lot of it's going to be open, but it's still going to be incredibly powerful and popular. I think those were the words I was going for. So, yeah, we're going to do it. Let's see if I can pull chat up, just in case anybody wants to talk to me. Hold on. Am I even live? Is this real life? We're live! Okay, it's working. It's working. Yes. Brilliant. All right, so, yeah, we're going to be opening the case. Am I in there? Am I in the shot? No, this looks terrible. That's all terrible. I don't have the axe today. I have this. Don't ask me why. Here's the case. Drum roll, please. Watch me open this, and it's nothing but Mythic Editions. Maybe that's where all of our Mythic Editions went, is in this box. It's possible, right? It could happen. No. Just regular old War of the Spark. Yep. Hey, Gungrave. How are you, sir? All right. Oh, and I'm going to label these boxes as well. So, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen and ladies. Oh, I'm putting that over there. I'm putting the sharp object somewhere else so I don't cut myself. Pardon me while I rearrange. Here, guys. Here's box number 1. Look, I put a sticker on it. It says box 1. It's War of the Spark. Are you ready? Woo! Yeah. There it goes. My one complaint about Streamlabs is they take my little stream and they put it down in a preview box instead of like showing it big. So I don't really know how good I look here. But that's okay. Ooh, look at those packs. That looks cool. Everybody thinks... I haven't even shown you my hands, by the way, Gungrave. But everyone thinks Teferi is pretty good in this set, I hear. So let's see. We're going to separate things by common, uncommon, rare, mythic rare, and planeswalker. Should be pretty interesting. So we're going to go slow at first, just because this is a new set. And then, as things progress, we're going to go a little bit faster. Kai's Ghost Form is a fun card. But I don't think it'll see any play. If this was like an instant, I think it would be much better. But we don't always get what we want. There's a song about that. Let's not talk about it. Watley's Raptor, Narset, don't like Narset, Mizium Tank, really great card in Limited. This set is fantastic for Limited, by the way. Ooh, and then one of the swamps that's part of that cool scene, and a really, really cool zombie token. Look at that guy. That guy's pretty neat. Very cool. Thank you, Kanye. I'm going to go and check one thing. I absolutely cannot take not being able to see the stream. What if I right click this? If I double click it? Nothing. Alright, well, that's the life we live. It's just this teeny box. Alright, good luck. Okay, next pack. Let's do it. And then I've got chat pulled up. Hi, chat. If you're there, hello. We're opening a booster box. We're opening more than a booster box. Teferi's Time Twist was really good and limited, and it's not picked very early from what I've seen. Divine Arrow is very good and limited as well. Wall of Runes, Arlen's Wolf, Jace's Triumph, My one complaint about the Triumph cards is that the flavor text is just a little bit cheesy. If I had one complaint. What about a foil? Ooh, Ashiok! Ashiok's really good. I'm a huge fan of Ashiok. Oh yeah, Planeswalkers are going somewhere else. I gotta remember that. And then this is the vehicle that is the Boros Legion home base that then turns into a spaceship and shoots holy lasers at bad guys, which I think is very cool. Very, very cool. Hoping I get some sick pulls? Me too. I also hope that I get some sick pulls. The token game in this set is also pretty strong, so I am A-okay with that. This is from previous. I have to remember to separate the planeswalkers. So far, 2 blue planeswalkers. That's not too bad. What does everybody think of Narset? Is Narset any good for anything? Is she just terrible? Is she just bad? She's just one of the baddies. Sure do wish I could see chat though. Sure would like that. Boop, boop, boop. Welcome to the chat room. Okay, got it. I've got an iPad pulled up. I'm so sorry for this. Okay. There. All right, guys. Let's keep going. Fortunately, CrossFit has started their techno music just in time. It was quiet up until this point. Ooh. I like Ob Nixilis and I like Flex Channeler. The uncommons in this set so far seem really interesting and exciting. I haven't seen this guy. Hold on. So Ob Nixilis is super sweet. There he is. He makes people lose life. That's pretty cool. How does he exactly do it? Whenever an opponent draws a card, he deals 1 damage to that player, which seems pretty good, right? And then you can destroy target creature. Its controller draws 2 cards, which I guess usually you want to do this to yourself, right? And this card is pretty good and limited. You got a foil to Fairy Gungrave? I just now saw that. Steven, great to see you again. It's Phoenix. Hi, Phoenix. I like the other Blue Walker more. You're talking about you talking about Ashiok? Yeah, I like Ashiok a lot better. Anyway, Ob Nixilis is good. Gonna put him away. And then Storev the Lich Man. Whenever Storev Devkarin Lich deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, return to your hand target creature or planeswalker in target graveyard or in your graveyard that wasn't put there this combat. So whenever he deals combat damage to the player, so you reanimate something that didn't die this turn, which is pretty good. How do you feel about Proliferate in Standard? I like it. I think it's an amazing limited mechanic. It's really fun to proliferate +1/+1 counters. That's just a really fun thing to do. As far as Standard goes, I think we'll see some Proliferate. We're going to see that draw card Proliferate spell. Now a whole deck focused around Proliferate? I don't think so. I don't know. Dovin, don't like him. Plane-wide Celebration, don't like it. Foil, Kesmina's Transmutation. This is a doo-doo pack. This is also hard for me because the last time I did this, I think I was opening Ultimate Masters or something like that. So this is not as good. But hey, life goes on. Foil. All right, we're gonna put this away. Did I even live stream Ravnica Allegiance? I don't think I did because I opened another store instead. So apologies for that. But I'm not sorry that I opened another store. Open. I say open. Yeah. Opened. Banehound. How's everybody feel about Banehound? Let me make sure to get this in the camera. And I apologize if this is not focusing. I really can't see what I'm doing, so. Wah, wah, wah. Sad trombone noises. D-Spark. I like this card. Exile target permanent with converted mana cost 4 or greater. So, this is the opposite of Smother. Smother said destroy target permanent with converted mana cost 3 or less for 1/1 black. And this is instant speed, and it does the opposite. And guess what? There's a lot of permanents with a converted mana cost 4 or greater. Karn. Karn. There's also all the Karns. You can exile. So there you go. Emergence. Ooh, Jace. Cool. Emergence Zone, by the way, is really cool. And I don't know about that other card, but we'll talk about it later because I'm sure I'll open another one. Jace is pretty good. I've been seeing this run in a few decks as a win condition along with, what is that card? Tameo. So that's pretty neat. So that's going to go in the rare stack. Only uncommon walkers are going to the uncommon walker spot. A friend of yours was playtesting a new set and has a question. If you use Command the Dreadhorde, targeting some dudes like Eternal Skylord and other cards of that sort, you still get to trigger a mass. That is a good question. Hold on. A mass. Well, let's find a creature that has a mass as the... when it enters the battlefield, a mass 1. So if there's a card that says when it enters the battlefield, a mass 1, and you reanimate it, then yes, you will get the zombie token. They'll all trigger at once, and the triggers will go on the stack, so I don't think you'll get multiple zombies. You'll have to put all the 1/1 counters on one zombie. But yeah, you'll get that. Prison Realm. Here's Nicole's getting wrecked. This is a story spotlight, Act 3, by the way. Look at that. Fun fact. Liliana's Triumphs. I can't say it, but this Planeswalker is cool. Oh, and Casualties War. Ooh, and a foil Cruel Celebrant. That's neat. That's an actual deck. People are going to be playing Aristocrats. Look at this. They should make Aristocrat like a subtype on these creatures because they all have that kind of similar effect, and they do tend to be vampires. But whatever. Super cool, uncommon. I actually really like this one too. What a blowout. Like if you hit more than 2 or 3 modes on, like if you hit 2 modes on this, is fantastic. If you hit 3, you're going to win the game, I feel. Like that's such a huge amount of advantage. Granted, that's 6 mana for a removal spell, which doesn't feel too good. So who knows? There it goes. And Zhang Yangu, Wildcrafter. He actually combos with his little dog, too. Like this Planeswalker combos with the doggo. So that's pretty sweet. And a Servo token. Look at that. Oh, would you look at that? Just look at it. Eternal Skylord says, enter the battlefield, amass 2. I know can only have 1, but I'm unsure if I get to use the amass on my existing token. You sure do. Yeah, you do. It's an enter the battlefield effect. And even though you don't own the card, you control the effect because the card comes into play on your side of the battlefield. So, yes, if you reanimate an amass creature, you will get to, even if it's not your amass creature, you'll still get to amass. And it will go on your amass token, not your opponent's. It will not. Chandra's Pyrohelix, which I think is a reprint, but hey, cool art. Davriel, the Planeswalker himself, is sweet. Wanderer Strike, this card is excellent and limited. I don't know if you played it, but being able to exile one of your opponent's things and then proliferate and like put 1/1 counters on stuff is amazing. So good. Relentless Advance. This is a 3/3 for 4. I don't know how I feel about that card, but it's okay. Dharma's Ambush. It's an uncommon. Put a 1/1 target on counter on target creature you control. Then that creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. For 2 mana? That's really good. Right? I mean, that's fantastic for limited. Is that playable in, like, modern? Kaya. Boondocks Kaya is way better, by the way. The anime version of this card, super good. Exile target creature twice for 6 mana, and your opponent's stuff loses hexproof. Is pretty good as well. Like playing that in Commander and like making people really upset, sign me up. Soul Diviner, here is another story card. This is Domri getting wrecked for siding with Nicobolas, so just let that be a lesson to you kids. Crime doesn't pay. Also, destruction of public property is a big no-no. Please don't do that. Or a skeleton will come and take your soul. But that's Soul Definer, yeah. So, like I said, we're going to go slow on this box. Hey, look, an Assassin token. That's pretty neat, too. We're going to slow on this box, and then we'll go faster on the other ones. So, yeah. And again, apologies for the camera quality here. It's on autofocus. I didn't double check things. I'm getting back into the swing of things. As you can see, I look terrible. So among the things I haven't had time to do is grooming and fixing my camera. But we'll get to that later. You actually like Davriel and his sorcery. Use them as a small discard win con in the pre-release, thinking they discard all the cards. They'll just lose because they can't play anything. Correct. Yeah, card advantage is a huge thing in limited, especially. in like any kind of constructed play, it's good too. But especially in limited, when you make them discard their bomb or something like that, is very good. Anyway, Eternal Skylord, we were just talking about that. Bond of Revival, Challenging Troll, and Teferi Time Reveler. This is one of the cards that's very, very good. Everybody, I think, recognizes it as good, but each opponent can cast spells only anytime they can cast a sorcery. I'm sorry, guys. Like, that is spicy. And then until your next turn, you may cast sorcery spells as though they had flash. Somebody was telling me a story earlier today that they were playing like a control matchup, and they cast Cleansing Nova on their opponent's turn. And it was pretty good. It was pretty spicy. His -3 is not that bad. I played against this in a 6-pack sealed, and I lost to it because they kept on proliferating and putting stuff back in my hand, and I couldn't use any of my combat tricks to kill their creatures. So there you have it. That card's amazing. It's fantastic. No, you like the beard. I like the beard too. I have to get it under control. It's out of control right now. So it's not going away, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get these, make sure I've got these cards down in the right place. I apologize. Not going away. Obnixilus's Cruelty is seeing some play. I've seen some lists already out that say, hey, you should run this card. 3 mana for a -5 exile is pretty good. So that is decent. I think that also kills Gideon Jura, doesn't it? I can't remember the stats on the new Gideon, but I think this does kill Gideon. So, anyway. Jai's Greeting. 3 damage to target creature, scry 1. If it was creature or player, this card would be great. Be a better Magma Spray, but alas, no. Totally lost. There's our... the main focal point of all Magic the Gathering is Fibblethip. I have a conspiracy theory, by the way, that Fibblethip is actually Toshiro Umezawa, who's just lost all his memories and turned into a homunculus, but more on that later. Centaur Nurturer... Iron Bully is great. Sunblade Angel is good and limited. Mawu, I don't know. This guy's great and limited too. If you can get a 1/1 counter on him. Dovin's Veto. And Vivian, Champion of the Wilds. Can I just say it's also like super fun to open this many Planeswalkers already. This is great. 1 per pack? Sign me up. So this is fantastic. Here's Vivian. She's really good. She gives all your creatures flash, and you can give something Vigilance and Reach. And you can look at the top. Oh, okay, I lied. She's really boring there. I just yawned. Okay. But hey, she's good. She's strong. She gives you card advantage. The flavor text on Soren's Thirst is kind of funny. I see you're out of the rock. Oh, yeah. Except it's weird, right? Because... Oh, wait. Is he talking to Nahiri? Because I thought Nahiri put Soren in the rock. But did Soren put Nahiri in the rock? I don't know. I'm not sure about this. This card is really good too. Discard a card, draw 2 cards, and amass 1. Very good for 3 mana. Really good and limited. Good limited card. Kai's Ghost Form. Am I on camera here? Yeah. Divine Arrow, Thundering Ceratox, Spellgorger Weird, Bond of Passion. This card costs way too much mana for what it does. It's supposed to be really good and limited. You gain control of a creature, you untap it, it gains haste, and then it deals 2 damage to any other target. So it's like a finisher, right? It's supposed to be a finisher, but I think it needs to cost 1 less mana. 6 mana is like to deal 2 damage. Come on, WotC. But conservative, I get it. The best card in the set! It's Sybil! You can make devils! Somebody please build a deck around this dumb card. Your opponents can't gain life. That's pretty good, right? Alright. Awakening of the Vitu-Ghazi, which used to be my street name. Put 9 1/1 counters on target land you control. It becomes a legendary 0/0 elemental creature with haste named Vitu-Ghazi. It's still a land. Okay. I'm not going to play that card, but somebody will. And then I'll kill it. Alright. So, I'll kill your land. Arboreal Grazer is actually amazing. It's a 1-drop that lets you play a land. She did. Okay, so she did say... I see you're out of the rock. Okay, good. I like Arboreal Grazer. It's like that other card, Pioneer Elf or whatever. But it's a 0 something. I don't know. Will it see play in anything? I don't know. New Horizons is a reprint at Common. Look at that. Very cool. Thank you. Spark Harvest. This card's going to see a lot of play. I think Spark Harvest is very good. This card in the new Aristocrats decks that are coming out, I imagine is pretty good. I haven't seen it in action yet, but being able to destroy a creature or planeswalker for 1 mana with potentially giving yourself upside on a death trigger, A-okay with me. Fine by me. Top of the statue, there's your boy Vitu-Ghazi, the awakened Vitu-Ghazi, which I'm surprised. Does it become legendary? It does become legendary. Okay. Giant growth with Mowu on the art is pretty good. Foils of these I think is going to be great. Tyrant Scorn. Choose one. Destroy target creature with converted mana cost 3 or less. Very good. Return target creature to its owner's hand. So if you're playing an Esper control deck, right? If you're playing an Esper control deck and you play that, and you play Despark, right? Like these just hit everything, don't they? But are there better options in Standard right now? Probably. Will there be better options at Rotation? Probably not. So we'll see how that goes. Eternal Taskmaster. That's me, by the way. I need to put this in a name tag. Huatli the Sun's Heart. Don't like this Planeswalker. Do not like. I guess I can go over it. Each creature you control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. So they're really pushing for this to become a deck. They're giving you a lot of options to make this a deck in Standard because you've got this. You've got the Legendary Dragon, Arcades Sabbath, but it's Arcades Strategist. And then you have High Alert, which all can play in the same deck. They're all the same colors. So maybe there's something there. I don't know. I'm not going to try to do it because there's more fun things to do. Neheb, the Dreadhorde champion, is very good. Very, very good. I give it 10 out of 10. This card has a ton of text, and it's a 5/4 for 5. That's so good. It's got trample. Whenever Neheb Dreadhorde champion deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, you may discard any number of cards. If you do, draw that many cards and add that much red mana to your mana pool. Until end of turn, you don't lose this mana as phases end. How good is that? This has got a place. I don't know if it's in Standard, but it's got a home. Oh, look at this Citizen token. That's cool. This creature's all colors. Yeah, heck yeah. And if you're all colors, don't forget to hit that follow button. Because I'm going to open more War of the Spark probably tomorrow. And maybe I'll get my camera working better. And I'm going to open a box of Japanese War of the Spark because I did get a little bit in. Am I going to be selling it by the box? No. Because I don't have enough to sell it by the box. So we're just going to sell it by the pack. And somebody's going to get a foil Liliana Dreadhorde General alternate art. And it's going to be so good. And you'll be so happy and rich. Very rich. But I won't buy the card from you because it'll be too expensive. Rumblebelt Riders. Haste. For 3, when it attacks, it gets +X+O, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. So this guy is as good as your best guy for 3 mana. It's got haste. That's a good finisher in limited. It's a good card in limited. Evolution Shaman. This card is done. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, proliferate. Have you seen this card? All the uncommons in this set are absurd. I can't get over it. Pledge of Unity, fantastic. Ooh, Karn. Ooh, foil Storab. Okay. Well, Pledge of Unity is really good. It's very good in limited. This is bomb in limited. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. It's amazing. With proliferate, it's ridiculous. But Karn, you can go fetch Myconsid Lattice and win. How good is that? It's great. And then Storab, but he's foil. He reanimates things. Is there a place for him? 5/4 for 4 with trample. What's up with all the trample in this set? It's ridiculous. They don't want you to chump block. Anyway, great card. 10 out of 10. Oh, and I did tell everybody out there I was gonna put it up on the TV out there. Not that anybody really cares, but I will do it all the time. So, while we take this short break, I'm gonna read a comment. It says, Tibble, the best. Hashtag not too Aloro. Oh, I gotta turn this down or it'll. And then Ashrak's got to be one of the best walkers in the set. Imagine all the tutors will shut down. It also shuts down, like in Modern, it shuts down fetch lands. Like, how good is that? How good is that? So, I'm a big fan. I'm not a big fan of getting ads on my Twitch stream, though. Like, or on my phone while I'm trying to think. But that's his life. All right. Bunch of commons. We've seen those. They're pretty good. What do you think the best common out of the set is? I don't like this card. Dreadmalkin or whatever. I don't think this card's very good. And then we're going to go and put this up on the PlaySpace TV. Dreadmalkin, Bond of Insight, Dovin. I don't like Dovin either. Hand of Control. Not a big fan. Ooh, we got a Mythic. Final Revelation. Uh, draw cards. Draw X cards if X is 10 or more. Instead, shuffle your graveyard into your library. Draw X cards. Untap 5 lands. You have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game. Exile Final Revelation. Untap 5 lands. So, if you have 12 mana, this essentially costs 7, draw 10, you have no max hand size. It's pretty good. I don't know. Ooh, a devil token for Tibble! Oh, I gotta turn this down because nobody wants to hear me talk. Okay. Next pack. What does Dove in Hand of Control do? Artifact instant sorcery spells your opponent's cast cost 1 more to cast. Oh, that's not so bad. That's pretty good. Until your next turn, prevent all damage that will be dealt to and by target permanent an opponent controls. So that's cool too. You like put something into temporary stasis. I can deal with that. 3 mana. 3 mana is an interesting amount of mana because everything good costs 3 mana. I'm convinced. Charm Stray. Look, there's a story behind this. This is the artist's dead cat. It's really sad. But also bittersweet. I guess it's bittersweet. Augur of Bolas is a reprint, but I really love this new art. This new art is sick. Big fan. Recruiter Sphinx. The Wanderer is very good. Prevent all non-combat damage be dealt to you and permanents you control. This is going to hose mono red. Where are my uncommons? There they are. There's the Wanderer. And Enter the God Eternal. So this card's pretty good. Deals 4 damage to target creature, and you gain life equal to the damage dealt this way. Target player puts the top 4 cards of their library into their graveyard and amass 4. So you deal 4 damage, you gain 4 life, you make a 4/4, and you mill 4, which the mill 4 is kind of like, it could be good. If you're playing a super grindy control game, it could be good. But man, dealing 4 and gaining 4 and then making a 4/4 for 5 mana, it does 4 things for 5 mana. Like 4 really, and 3 of those 4 things I feel are really important. So that card's pretty good. Will it see play? Who knows? We'll have to wait till rotation to really see. We'll have to wait. So, onward to the next one. Beep, 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 beep. It costs 5 mana! They're talking about that card. Spark Harvest, very good. Storm the Citadel. What does this do? Until end of your turn, I have to hold this at the right angle. Until end of turn, creatures you control get +2/+2 and gain. What does this cost? 5? Whenever this creature deals damage to a player or planeswalker, destroy target artifact or enchantment defending player controls. Okay, that's a limited bomb. Interplanar Beacon. Tail the Shield Mage. Create a. So what does he do? You have Hexproof. So you get Hexproof for 3 mana, and you make 2 0/3s. So that's pretty good. And then this guy apparently is the bee's knees because they made him into a plain mat, so he has to be good, right? Flying, so it's a 2/3 for 2 with flying. Lands on the battlefield and land cards and graveyards can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponents control. Your opponents can't play lands from their graveyard. So, see you later, Crucible Worlds. Get out of here. I'm still not holding these cards at the correct angle. Hold on. I'm going to try to get this correct. Is it here? Beep, beep, beep. Heartfire, which 4 damage to any target, and you have to sacrifice a creature or planeswalker. Instant speed. Woo! I don't know. I guess that'd be a good finisher. I guess you would play this in mono red, wouldn't you? Because then you'd just like swing out and then do it afterwards. Or you do it in response to them, like killing one of your creatures. And it's 4 damage, and 4 damage is a lot for 1 card. So I can see that. Death Sprout, fantastic. This card is really fun. I think this card's limited only, but this card's really fun to play, Death Sprout. And a reprint of Johnny's Pridemate. Look for 2 forest cards. If you control Nissa, look for 3 forest cards. That's pretty fantastic. That's a really good card for mono green. There's an infinite combo with Ral, Storm Conduit. You can cast Expansion Explosion an infinite number of times with this card. That's all I have to say about that. Oh, I guess I should tell you what he does. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, he deals 1 damage to target creature or player or planeswalker. His +2 is Scry 1. And then when you cast your next instant, and then his -2 is when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. So you put that into play, and then you cast expansion, and then you copy expansion, and then you copy expansion, and you just do it over and over again, and then you kill somebody with it. Still can't get the angle right on this. I apologize. All right, so that's a way. Opening the next pack. Alright, I'm going to try to get a little more comfortable here. Angle this down more? No, then you just see that. That looks terrible. I guess I could bring it down more, right? Down with the Senate! Apologies for the motion sickness. Alright, is that good? That's good. Spark Reaper, Charm Stray, Aven Eternal. I don't like this, by the way. I'm going to have to change it back. Chandra's Triumph, 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If you control Chandra, it deals 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. What's the Chandra out of this set even do? I don't know. Challenger Troll, Kiora, Behemoth, Beckoner. Ooh! Final Promise. Very cool. Thank you, Kanye. Very cool. All right, we're gonna put this back up. Can't take it. Cannot. All right, we tried. Hashtag welcome to Level Up. We tried. Do. Okay. Pegasus. Arlen's Wolf. Cyclops Electromancer. Bond of Flourishing, look at the top 3 cards. Oh, you can play this card with Bolas' Citadel because it nets you more life than it would cost to cast it off the top of your deck. If I find a Bolas' Citadel, I'll show you. A Johnny the Great-Hearted and a Forced Landing. Put target creature with flying on the bottom of its owner's library. For 2 mana? So does this counter Arclight Phoenix, I guess? I guess that does deal with Arclight Phoenix in mono green. That's kind of important. There you go, foil. A Johnny, creatures you control have vigilance. +1, you gain 3 life. -1, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control and a loyalty counter on each other planeswalker you control. What? That's pretty good, right? That's got to be good. How much mana does that cost? 4? So his +1 is garbage, but you just neg to him twice and tick up the loyalty on your other guys, and in the meantime your creatures have vigilance, so you can swing with them and be aggressive, and also they get bigger. They like become more Chongus. That seems pretty good to me. But I don't know. What do I know? Maybe mono red is still the best deck. All these cards are just terrible. Just get them out. Contentious Plan. This card. This is the card, guys. This is the common. Right here. Draw a card, proliferate. Too bad it's sorcery speed. If it was instant speed, do you have any idea how bonkers that would be? It would be so good. It'd be too good, actually. That's why you can't do it. Band Together is a good limited card. That's all I can say about that. Prismite is bleh. It's whatever. Herald of the Dreadhorde. This card's fine. When it dies, you make a 2/2, or you make your amass token bigger. Like, there's nothing bad about that. This card is actually really overpowered for a common, right? Because it's a 3/2 for 4, so it's going to trade with most things in limited early on, and then when it dies, you get to either buff your zombie token and make it bigger, or you get a 2/2, which is pretty decent. So yeah, good card in limited. Vizier of the Scorpion enters battlefield. You amass 1, and zombie tokens you control have Death Touch for 3 mana. You get a zombie token, at least, and it gets Death Touch. And then, I don't know, that's great. Ooh, Davriel! This card's really good. I watched a guy play a modern discard deck with this, and it was really fun to watch, and he did very well. Scroll Rack, anyone? For standard? And this is, by the way, I thought this card was 4 mana. This card is 3 mana. How crazy is that? That's crazy. Also, this is what I actually look like. Krenko 10th Street Kingpin. It's me. Whenever Krenko 10th Street Kingpin attacks, put a 1/1 counter on it. Then create a number of 1/1 red goblin creature tokens equal to Krenko's power. And that's what I do. Wait. Whenever he attacks, so he gets bigger. And then you create a 1/1 goblin token for each counter on him. So play him on turn 3, and then you're like, attack. He becomes a 2/3, and I get a 1/1. And then the next turn, you're like, attack. He becomes a 3/4. I get 2 1/1s. So if you attack twice with him, you get 3 goblin tokens. That seems pretty decent. The problem with it is he costs 3 mana. Who's got time for that? Nobody's got time for that. He costs 3 mana. It's going to be great in limited if nobody deals with it. It'll be great in standard if you can somehow make it to where nobody can deal with a 1/2 on turn 3. But other than that, if you can, I guess if you can figure out a way to put 1/1 counters on him before he attacks, that'd be okay. Make him a little bit bigger. Mayhem Devil, Liliana's Triumph. By the way, speaking of Liliana's Triumph, this card's really good. I'm going to read it to you. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. If you control a Liliana Planeswalker, each opponent also discards a card. At both locations, the one in Oak Ridge and the one here in Knoxville, this coming weekend, it's draft weekend. We're going to draft on Saturday at 2 and Sunday at 2. It's a $10 entry fee, and you get a Bolas of Citadel if you come and draft. I know I said that all very quickly. But if you also come before or after draft and you bring somebody new who's never played Magic the Gathering before, and you teach them how to play, I have an alternate art Liliana's Triumph. And I will give you one, and I will give your new friend one. But if you try to game me and bring in somebody who's been here before, or they all know how to play Magic the Gathering, and they're already super in it, and you just want the Liliana's promo, I'll be insulted. And you will not get a Liliana's promo. So, bring somebody new. Make some friends. Talk to somebody. Don't try to game the system. Magic the Gathering players who always try to game the system. Quit trying to game me. Nahiri Storm of Stone. As long as it's your turn, creatures you control at first strike and equip abilities you activate cost 1 less to activate. I wonder if you could break that somehow. Too bad she costs 4 damage. And she deals X damage to target tapped creature. Okay. Fine. Ooh. There's a lot of hype behind this card. Gosh, I wish I could get this to focus correctly. So, Dreadhorde Arcanist. Whenever Dreadhorde Arcanist attacks... Is this in my face? It's not in my face. You may cast target instant or sorcerer card with converted mana cost less than or equal to Dreadhorde Arcanist's power from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. If the card would be put into your graveyard this turn, exile it instead. So it's a Snapcaster Mage on the stick if you make it really big. What is Runechanter's Pike, right? So what if you just play Runechanter's Pike and this card? Is that good? This card plus Runechanter's Pike? Somebody do it and bring it and play it. Or don't. I'm a game store owner, not a cop. One of these days, I'll learn how to focus the camera. Hey, Core Set 2020, by the way, is coming out, and there's going to be a Commander event at pre-release. I haven't looked into the details too much, but I think it's just you play Commander and you can get some promo cards. It's going to be cool. So, something to think about. Also, Zombie Army. Alright. Light Shield, no escape. This card's good. It's just a counter spell. Counter target creature or planeswalker spell in limited for 3 mana. Pretty good. Just do it. Just do it. Turret Ogre. When he enters the battlefield and control another creature with power 4 or greater, he deals 2 damage to each opponent. This card, first of all, the flavor text on this card is really funny. Which is Common Gruul Career Aspirations. Berserker, Shaman, Catapult. Which, I mean, don't we all? But, second of all, that's a pretty good effect on a common. Also, what's up with all the 4 attack creatures for 4 mana in this limited environment? Holy heck. Alright, moving on. This Pegasus, by the way, spoilers alert for the story. Spoiler, that Pegasus dies. Don't worry, it's on another Magic card, so I didn't spoil anything really for you. Bond of Discipline. Tap all creatures your opponent controls. Creatures you control gain lifelink until end turn. Talk about a turnaround. Talk about a turnaround card. It's this one right here. Lots of templating. Ooh, another Narset. Part of Veils. Meh. What does this card do? Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a non-creature, non-land card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. And it stops your opponents from drawing cards. It only costs 3. It's playable. And Bolas of Citadel. Ooh, Bond of Insight, this foil. Bolas of Citadel. This card is going to see a lot of play for a lot of people who like to build dumb, janky decks. And I encourage you to do so. It's going to be really fun, and you're going to try to combo off the top of your library and win the game. And the decks will probably be bad, and you will but you'll have fun playing it. So, totally fine. Let me see if I've got this in the right. Oh, I do. Okay, that puts it in the right spot. Got it. Okay. I'm just trying to set up the camera so that you guys can see. Oh, and by the way, here is the invasion art with all the people's souls flying towards Nicol Bolas as he absorbs their power. What does this do? Each player puts the top 4 cards of their library into their graveyards. Return up to 2 instant or sorcery cards from your graveyard to your hand. Exile Bond of Insight. That's pretty good, right? I'd say that's pretty good. That's another foil. Into the foil pile. Welcome to the chat room. All right, moving on. Mill deck. Yes, Pomegranate Fan, you can play it in a mill deck. That's correct. There's also some other cards that are very viable for mill. Paradise Druid. This is one of the full art promos or fuller art promos that you can get for attending FNM. So please come visit at FNM Fridays at 7 in Oak Ridge in Knoxville, Tennessee. Elite Guard Mage, Teo the Shield Mage, which I hope this guy didn't die. This guy actually looks pretty interesting. I'd love to see like a mythic version of him. Maybe we'll see one. Ignite the Beacon. Hey, this is a Planeswalker tutor for 5 mana at instant speed, but it's garbage. It's terrible. Don't play it. Don't buy it. Well, I guess if you're playing Commander, it's amazing, right? So I guess you'd want to play it in Commander because you can ignite the Beacon in Commander and then play 2. That's pretty good, I guess. There's Sorin Thirst. Yeah, I see you're out of the wall, Nahiri. You're right. You right. Dueling Charisma. Lazatep, Demolish, Law Enforcer, Law Rune Enforcer, tap target creature with converted mana cost 2 or greater for 1 mana. This is a good limited card. This card's really good limited, actually. Defiant Strike. Boring card, obviously. Sorry, I'm just really tired. Rouse Outburst deals 3 damage to any target. Look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one of them, is this in the camera? Oh, sorry. Put one of them into your hand and the other into your graveyard. 3 damage to any target. And then you get to draw a card for 4 mana. It's like Prophetic Bolt, right? It's like a slightly worse Prophetic Bolt. Is that what this is? Is it playable? Who knows? Dreadhorn Twins, meh. This card's a limited bond. When enters battlefield, amass 2 zombie tokens you control have trample. Interesting. Arlen, she makes 3 wolves, and each wolf or werewolf enters the battlefield with an additional 1/1 counter on it. How good is this, by the way? So, like, she's kind of a wolf lord, but even if you kill her, her wolf lordliness lingers. Here's another Lich guy. That's the 3rd one we've gotten out of this box. I have a feeling that card's not going to be very rare or hard to find. And here we go with the next pack. On to the next one. Burning Prophet. When you cast an art creature spell, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn, and then you scry 1. Is it good in Standard? Probably not. Limited? Yeah, definitely. Up next is Cruelty. Great card. And Limited or Standard. Jai's Greeting. We've already been over it. Prism Realm. Story card. Ooh, Saheeli. You can build a deck out of this card. I put those in the wrong place. Apologies. Alright. So you can build a deck out of Saheeli. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, make a 1/1 servo artifact creature token, and then target artifact you control becomes a copy of another target artifact or creature you control till end of turn, except it's an artifact in addition to its other type. So, spoilers, I saw this on MTG Goldfish with Saffron Olive, but you basically play this and all the amass spells, and then you play the Drakes that have attack equal to the number of spells in your yard, and then you clean house. It's really good. So, yes, do recommend. Widespread Brutality, amass 2. Then the army you amass deals its power to each non-army creature. This card's great. This is a really good card for 4 mana. This is a good card. Because at the very worst, you're dealing 2 to everything and then getting a 2/2 for 4 mana, which is pretty good. The mana cost is a little bit intense, I guess you could say. But whatever. By the way, Pomegranate Fan, how are you? I haven't spoken with you in quite some time. Teo's Light Shield, rather. Teo's Light Shield used to be my street name. Not true. It's a lie. Here he's Stoneblades. I also love the flavor of this while all the planeswalkers fighting and stuff like this. Leyline. Woo! Alright. Leyline Prowler, really good. Price of Betrayal, remove 5 counters from a creature, planeswalker, artifact, or opponent. Very good. And then Ugin, Eugene, the Ineffable. Pretty good. Colorless spells you cast cost 2 less. Exile the top card of your library face down. Create a 2/2 spirit token. When that token leaves the battlefield, put the exiled card into your hand. So that's really cool, right? So neat. And then destroy target permanent that's 1 or more colors. So blows anything up that's not colorless. Very cool. Cool card. Powerful card. Is it good? Is it good for standard? I don't know. Is it good for any other format? Still don't know. No clue. Is it good in limited? Hell yeah. I mean, heck yeah. Heck yes. Heck correct. Doing all right. Good to see you. Whoa, cool art. Speaking of cool art, the Japanese art for the alternate art things is sick. Another Cruel Celebrate. This is the second one we've seen out of the box. This card's very good. Graceful Apparition. This card's really good. Oh, speaking of Mill Pomegranate fan, this is Ashiok Dream Render, and they are really cool. Spells and abilities your opponents control can't cause their controller to search their library, so it shuts down like tutor effects and stuff. And target player puts the top 4 cards of their library into their graveyard. Then exile each opponent's graveyard. It's ridiculous. Oh, hi Razorbeam. How are you? Final Glory. So I've gotten 3 of the finales or whatever. Finale of Glory. Create X 2/2 white soldier creature tokens with vigilance. If X is 10 or more, also create X 4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying and vigilance. Wow! So let's say like for 4 mana, right, you get 4 power. For 5 mana, you get 6 power. For 6 mana, you get 8 power. So just this card gets exponentially better as long as you're casting it for 4, or as long as you're putting 2 into X, right? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, so that's why that card is mythic. I have a feeling we're going to do that. Ashiok is your boy, blue. Ashiok is pretty sick. I will say that. It's your boy, Ashiok. I wish that my laptop or my iPad was properly displaying chat, by the way. Anyway, away we go. Callous Dismissal. Return target permanent to its owner's hand, amass 1. So normally bounce spells aren't very good. This is the best bounce spell I've seen in a while, but it's sorcery speed. If this card was instant speed, it would be ridiculous because you'd get a 1/1 and bounce a creature. You get so much tempo, it'd be ridiculous. But that's probably why that's not the case. There's another Ob Nixilis. We talked about him. He's very good. Whenever an opponent draws a card, they lose life. You can destroy a creature and its controller draws 2 cards. Very good. Dreadhorde Arcanist. That's the second one of those we've got. I think he's gone for a little bit. Also, I have not looked at the value of this set, but I think it's going to be pretty good for the first few weeks. And then everybody's going to open way too much of this product. And it's not going to be great. Well, it'll be a great time to pick up the cards. That'll be for sure. So come and buy singles from me while they're cheap. Bolt Bend. This spell costs 3 less to cast if you control a creature with power 4 or greater. Interesting. Change the target of a spell or ability with a single target. So it's a redirect for 1 mana. Huatli's Raptor, by the way, when it enters battlefield, proliferate, and it's got it costs 2 mana. This card's absurd. There's Kaya. Kaya's pretty sweet. And another Mizium Tank. I don't like this card. Don't think it's good. If it got 1/1 counters instead of +1/+1, it'd be okay. But whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it becomes an artifact creature and gets +1/+1 until it turns. It's already a 3/2. It's a vehicle. It's got crew 1. If it got a 1/1 counter, this card would be very good. But because it doesn't, it's not good. Shiny foils are awesome. People should get more cards. Yes, I agree. People should get more cards. Oh, and then the foil, by the way, was Sorin's Catharsis, which is a bad card. It deals 5 damage to target player planeswalker for 5 mana at instant speed. Ugh, red cards, and they're single turn boosting. Yeah, I guess you're right. That is a flavor thing for red. So Wizards of the Coast wanted to stick it to the color pie. I didn't think about that. Thunder Drake is really good. Whenever you cast your second spell for a turn, you put a 1/1 counter on it. So this card's really good. Even if you just do that once and limit it as a 3/4 for 4, very good. Very, very good. Vraska's Finisher is pretty good. When it enters battlefield, destroy target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls that was dealt damage. So this card's really good, especially with like cards like Chandra's Pyro Helix or whatever. Sealy Silverwing, Bloomhoke. By the way, I will say this again. There are a couple 4-attack creatures for 4. This is a 4/4 for 4 that proliferates when it enters the battlefield at common. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous! Eternal Taskmaster. That's my street name. Zhang Yu. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know how to say his name. I apologize. Oh, this card. This card is great. This is a great card, and it's going to see play, and it's so cool, and it's great, and I love it, and I love this card. This card's super good. I'm going to read it to you. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, as I read you this card. Destroy any number of target planeswalkers. First of all, what? For 2 mana? Yeah. Choose a planeswalker you control. Put 2 loyalty counters on it for each planeswalker destroyed this way. This is a real Magic card that they printed. It's funny because when they released it, when they spoiled it, like in the forums, everybody was like, ha, funny, good job with the fake card. But this is a real Magic card. How crazy is that? Anyway, I don't know what that's going for. I mean, red did get, let's see. Is it possible to get multiple second spells? No, you can only get 1 second spell per turn. And then your next question, I mean, red did get Runaway Steamkin, so maybe 1/1 counters for red isn't that great of an idea. I mean, I love Runaway Steamkin. That card's only 50 cents right now there. Somebody has 788 of those on, like, a sale. Somebody bought 788 Runaway Steamkins, and they're trying to sell them. Bleeding Edge. Oh, I didn't read this card the first time I saw it, but up to 1 target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn, and then you amass 2 for 3 mana, double black and 1. I want to say this card is good. We know this card is good in limited, right? Because it's going to kill something. But I want to say it's going to be good for some kind of constructed deck as well, maybe. Ugin's Conduit. There's some kind of weird combo you can do with this in Modern. I don't want to talk about it, but I don't like the whenever it's dealt damage, you remove that many counters. Not a big fan. Angrath, Captain of Chaos. Pretty good. Creatures control of Menace, and then his -2 is a mass 2. Pretty decent. Each creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. This is that flying spaceship, by the way. Solar Blaze. Pretty good. By the way, it's getting close to 9 o'clock, which is when my store closes. So I'm going to have to tell my employee, Chance, that he can close the main store and lock up this side and leave me in here because I have keys. Here is Gideon Jura riding on Rakdos' head to go and kill Nicol Bolas with a dragon sling sword. Spoilers, in case you didn't know, that didn't work. Anyway. Eternal Skylord. This card's really fun too. Zombie tokens you control while flying. I wish it just said zombies you control while flying, but that is not the case. And I don't know how to read because the first time I saw that card, I saw it just said zombies you control while flying, which would be way too good. Rally of Wings. Untap all creatures you control. What? Creatures you control with flying get +2/+2 until end of turn. What? For 2 mana? That's good, right? Well, you do that with the, right? You do these 2 guys. You make a whole bunch of Thopters and then you give them +2/+2 and you kill somebody. In the game, not in real life. Pomegranate fan, calm down. Gleaming Overseer is what I am at level up. That's what I do here. When it enters the battlefield, mass 1, zombie tokens you control have hexproof and menace. How dumb is that? This card is dumb. That card is super dumb. This card is an amazing bomb and limited, by the way. Oh, and this is the spirit token that Ugin makes. How cool is that? Look at that. Look at that thing. Look at that. All right. So I'm going to read this to you. Okay? You ready? Story time. Whenever a creature you control attacks, and let's see if I can get the angle correct here. Whenever a creature you control, whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, each dragon you control deals 1 damage to that creature. Okay, that's pretty good. Until end of turn, each planeswalker you control begins with 4/4 red dragon creature and gains flying. And then -3, create a 4/4 dragon creature token with flying. Pretty good. We're almost through the box. Angrath looks so angry. He is angry. Solar Blaze. Justice strikes for everyone. Yes, you get a Justice Strike, and you get a Justice Strike. You all get a Justice Strike. Like there's a really great opportunity for somebody to build just like a big, dumb red-white X or just red-white angel deck that has like ridiculous amounts of control in it. There'll probably be a Jeskai deck centered around it, but yeah. Justice Strikes for everyone, that's correct. Demolish. Domri's Ambush. This card's going to be amazing and limited. I almost want to say it's going to be playable in Standard. It's put a 1/1 counter on target creature control, and then it deals its damage to creature or planeswalker. It's really good. Interplay of Beacon, Tyrant Score, and Domri. This guy dies. Spoiler. Creature control get +1/+0 for 3 mana. Not too bad. So it's like a Lord effect. And then add 1 green or red. Creature spells you cast can't be this turn. Can't be countered. That's incredibly powerful. And then target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. That's also very good. So, will that card see play? I don't know. Is it going to be fun to play in Limited? Heck yes. I was dialing 911 when you said in the game, not in real life. Servos, not Thopters. Saheeli's tokens don't fly. I thought you made Thopters. You're right. They're servos. Wait. Ah, that makes me sad. Ah, they're not Thopters. Somebody get Dovin on the line. Dovin makes Thopters. All right. Or Planeswalker. I didn't realize that huge boost for red-green. Yeah. It's or Planeswalker. It's and they get a 1/1 counter, so it's like a permanent buff and a removal spell for 2 mana. I want to say the card is good for like constructed play, but I'm usually off the mark, so I'm probably wrong. Probably wrong. And if you're probably wrong, don't forget to hit that follow button. Bleeding Edge. We already talked about this card. Good for limited. Don't know how it's... This is the first time I've seen Merfolk Skydiver. Is it in the camera shot? When Merfolk Skydiver enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Seems good. Pay 5 proliferate, and it's a 1/1 flyer. So you're just telling me I get a 2/2 flyer that proliferates later? And it's a Merfolk? Wow, Ixalan green blue Merfolk. Hold on. We're going to stop talking about that for a second. Liliana Dreadhorde General. We did it, guys. We did it. Near the back of the box, we had your girl, Liliana Dreadhorde General. Let's bask in her glory just for a moment. Whenever a creature you control dies, draw a card as a static effect. Okay, seems good. +1. Create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Also seems pretty good. Neg 4. Each player sacrifices 2 creatures. Very good, Liliana. I approve. Neg 9. Each opponent chooses a permanent they control and of each permanent type and sacrifices the rest. Get dunked. That's what she's saying. Ignite the Beacon! Wait, is that our second foil rare? I think it is. We got 2 foil rares out of this box. Cool. That's not a good foil rare, but I'll take 2 foil rares out of the box instead of 1. I have 3 packs left. Gideon, Liliana, and Teferi. I only got 1 Teferi out of the box. I really enjoyed experiencing the story via spoilers. Yeah, I did too! Let's see, hold on. Spoilers are okay, books are dumb, card games are better. Yeah, I was super disappointed when Arena gave me a non-flying token from Saheeli. Yeah, that's fair. The book really isn't that great for the set. Yeah, the book was not... I had somebody spoil the whole book for me, and considering that the artist didn't really know everything that was going on, it was okay. Rescuer Phoenix. Sphinx is really good. Jaya, Venerated Fire Mage. She's pretty good. I actually really like this card. If another red source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it would deal that much damage +1 to that permanent or player instead. So that's really, really good. And she costs 5 mana, so I don't know how viable she is. Oh, I put Sarkhan in the wrong spot. There you go. Single combat. I played with this card in limited. If you play it right, it is devastating to your opponent. But you have to be careful and make sure you have a creature out, because otherwise it's going to suck and you're going to get the beat down. So, that is my advice. Ooh, look at this goblin token. Hey, neat. All right. Last pack. You really enjoyed... Yeah. Liliana makes people choose how they bleed. That fills your heart with warm things. And by warm things, he means worm things. Filthy black player. Divine Arrow. Prismite. Spark Harvest. Actually, I really like black in this set, so I'll join you in that filthy zone, if you know what I mean. Thundering Ceratark used to be my street name. Bond of Passion is a bad limited card, but it might see play. Firemind Vessel. I like this card. This is like Prismatic Shard or whatever. There's a whole bunch of 4-cost mana rocks that tap for 2. It's fine. It's good. What does this card do? Kasmina, Enigmatic Mentor. Spells your opponents cast to target a creature or planeswalker you control. Costs 2 more to cast. Okay, sure. Create a 2/2 blue wizard creature token. Draw a card, then discard a card. Oh, heck yeah. All right, cool. 4 mana. That's not bad. What, you make 2 2/2s for 4 and... You make it hard for your opponent to target and make your life difficult. Ooh, this card's really good. Let's talk about this card for a second. Dreadhorde Butcher. Dreadhorde Butcher is really nice. Haste. Whenever Dreadhorde Butcher deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, put a 1/1 counter on Dreadhorde Butcher. Did I lose camera for a second? I think I did. Interesting. When Dreadhorde Butcher dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. So, like, if they don't put something down, you get this guy in, he immediately becomes a 2/2 and just very hard to deal with. Jaya plus Cavalcade of Calamity. Just saying. Jaya. What is Cavalcade of Calamity? Oh, you're right! That's actually pretty good. Because Cavalcade is dealing the damage, right? And so if you have multiple Cavalcades out, they all double. That's cool. I like that. Very nice. You're right, Coffee and Cam. You want to be Dreadhorde Butcher when you grow up. I think Pomegranate fan, those are high aspirations. Hey, somebody just gave me a follow. Thanks to whoever that was. I can't see because the screen's too far away. I apologize, but thank you for following. All right. Divine Arrow is good and limited. You should play it, but you knew that. Arlen's Wolf is a wolf. Neoform. Hey, one of my employees was telling me about this card. So there's a combo in Modern where you play this Allosaurus Rider, Neoform, and Chancellor of the Tangle, and you basically kill somebody on turn 1 by playing a Grizzlebrand. It's pretty sweet. Oh, was it you, Razorbeam? Razorbeam, thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated. Devouring Hellion, Neoform. Salmon, Tyrant Smasher. I played this in limited. It was underwhelming. Creature control of haste, right? Seems good. Target creature gets +2/+1. Haste till end turn, you scry 1. That seems good. Costs 4 mana, and there's another card in Standard called Rhythm of the Wild, which is way better. And also not legendary, and you can play it in multiples. So, yeah. Mobilize District. Becomes a 4/4 citizen creature token till end of turn. If you pay 4, it's still land. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each legendary creature or planeswalker you control. So if you have, like, I guess 2 legendary creatures out, this is not so bad. But I still hate it. And I don't think it should be a rare. Thanks, I hate it. That's the box. That was box 1. All right. I'm going to put the commons back in this box. Because if I don't, it becomes overwhelming. And we're on to box 2. And it's on to the next one. Beep, 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 beep. And we're on to the next one. It's box 2. So it's box 2 right there, right there. Where's my razor thing? I'm going to be lazy and do it this way. We must be very gentle. All right. On to the next one. This place is gonna be a mess. Cryptic labeling technique. Yup. Very cryptic. I like to be secretive, Pomegranate fan. I like to be secret. I sure do wish that my chat would work on that. But whatever. All right. So here we go. And now that we've been through one box, we've seen a little bit. We're going to move a little bit faster here. So we don't care about the commons. Commons are good for limited. Mayhem Devil's cool. Oh, another Davriel. I like this guy a ton, actually. I want to build the deck with him, kind of. Davriel is literally designed to just make people miserable, right? Because the only thing worse than your opponent making you discard cards is your opponent punishing you for discarding cards after you've discarded them. So, it's good. It's good stuff. There we go. Don't fall over thing. There we go. Put it right there. And box 2. I wonder what that means. No idea. Now, so this card costs 4. There's like better Mind Rot effects, right? For 4 mana, discards 2 cards and loses 2 life. I think there's just better like the loss of life. It's like they're gonna lose life anyway. A Giant's Primate, very good. Devouring Hellion, okay. Wanderer, love it. Neheb, love it. Neheb's very neat. It's a 5/4 for 4 with Trample. Could he see standard play? Sure. Discard and draw that number of cards and add that much red. So I feel like that's going to be really good for red decks when they want to like discard lands and then draw more heat. Pun intended. Rouse Outburst. I played against this card in Limited, by the way. God Pharaoh Statue. It almost killed me, but it didn't work, and I lived. But only because I drew too many lands. Nahiri Stone. Storm of Stone. Say that 10 times fast. Awakening of the Vitu-Ghazi. Who doesn't like a 9/9? All right. Oop, sorry, I hit the microphone there. Apologies. Probably a potted plant. Yoink, 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 yoink. Tibalt's Rager, which, is it referring to the devil or is it referring to his, like a night of rampant drinking? We'll never know. But we know him and Judith are, like, totally getting shipped. Another Narset, Parter of Veils. I like Narset. Ooh, Feather! This card's really good, too. This card's amazing, actually. This card's ridiculous. There's so many ridiculous cards in this set. Can I just say that? Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature you control, exile that card instead of putting it into your graveyard as it resolves. If you do, return it to your hand at the beginning of the next end step. What? It's a 3/4 for 3 with flying. 2 white and 1 red. Excellent card. And it's an angel, so I really wanted somebody to build like a red-white angel deck with Lyra and Aurelia and this card. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Oh, it wasn't you. Absolute nil. Sup, Steven? My Mythic Edition order hasn't been canceled yet, but I'm sweating hard. Yeah, both of mine were canceled. Both of my Mythic Editions were canceled. No, does not die to Justice Strike's Solar Blaze. It doesn't! It's immune! Thus confirming that Tibalt is the best Planeswalker in all of Magic the Gathering. Evolution Sage, fantastic. Bond of Insight, pretty good. Nahiri, really good. Vivian's Arcboat. This card's a lot of fun. Excuse me. So, discard a card, look at the top X cards of your library. You may put a creature card with a converted mana cost of X or less from among them on the battlefield. So this gets around counter magic. You can do it at the end of your opponent's turn. And then the big thing we were talking about when this card got spoiled was how you can combo it with, what's that card? Hold on. Wilderness Reclamation. Really good. You learned a lesson about Feather in Arena. What did you learn about Feather? Care to share with the class? Jai's Greeting, totally lost. Iron Bully, Erratic Visionary, used to be my street name. Dispark, great card. Ooh, another Davriel, Rogue Shadow Mage. Maybe I'll get a playset. I hope so. Bond of Flourishing is really good too. What does this do? Look at the top 3 cards and then reveal permanent. That's really good. Ravnica War. Exile all multicolored permanents for 4 mana. Will that see play? Probably in Commander. Will it make people mad when you play it? Yeah, it sure will, because it'll feel like you're singling them out. So if you like to make people feel bad, you should play that card in multiplayer. It works when you target any of your creatures. It doesn't have to be Feather. Turns out reading the card helps explain the card. Oh. Yeah, I've learned that lesson the hard way multiple times, and I still do. I play too fast. I don't like slow down. I play way too fast. There's Arboreal Grazer. It is a 0/3. That's pretty good. Helps you ramp a little bit. Divine Arrow. So remember I was talking about that Pegasus? There's that Pegasus again. It dies. In this story, Gideon commandeers a Pegasus and is like, hey, buddy, want to save the world? And then the Pegasus is like, yeah, heck yeah, let's go. And then it just like straight up Oketra shoots it in the face or in the stomach, whatever. All right, so there's your lore for the day. Augur Bulls, Rouse Outburst, Interplanar. Oh, there's Chandra. Whenever one or more loyalty counters are removed from Chandra Fire Artisan, she deals that much damage to target opponent or planeswalker. Okay. Exile the top card of your library, you may play it this turn. And then exile the top 7 cards of your library, you may play them this turn. Nope. It's not good. I wish it was good. It's not good. It's a 4-cost red draw engine. Whenever loyalty counters are removed from Chandra, she deals that much damage to target opponent or planeswalker. So I guess you charge her up and you can deal 7, right? But how that card's not any better than Experimental Frenzy, right? I don't know. I don't think it's good. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. All right, so Spark Reaper, sacrifice another creature or planeswalker, gain a life, draw a card. That's okay in limited. Giant Growth, great card. Been good since Alpha. Tamia's Epiphany, scry 4, and then draw 2 cards. Seems fine. Prism Realm, great card. Exile a target creature or planeswalker. When it enters battlefield, scry 1. So it's like a little bit of upside because it's a more discriminate Oblivion Ring. 4 cost red planeswalker that provides a card draw effect and almost guarantees 7 damage to opponent unless she gets exiled. Also true. See, yeah, there's a lot like your opponent can touch her and make her go away and get exiled. I don't know. I guess you're right. Like, because it's like if you're in the red match, if you're playing red, and then your opponent like bolts it or something, then they take 3. That's pretty good, right? What was that card? The Thunder Dragon or the Lightning Dragon out of Khans of Tarkir that had a similar effect whenever a dragon is targeted. If she said whenever a planeswalker loses loyalty, it does that much damage, she'd be fantastic. And that feels to me like it's not too absurd of a red ability and too absurd of a rare ability. But here we are. Arlen, I love this card. I want to play with this card. It costs 6 mana. If it didn't cost 6 mana, I'd be happier. But she does come into play with 7 loyalty with Doubling Season. Hello. All right. Put that away. Soul Diviner, Domri Ray dies. Spoilers, guys. This card's okay, by the way. Remove a card counter from an artifact, creature, or land, or planeswalker you control and draw a card. It's a 2/3 for 2. And it's a zombie. Sure. Is anybody going to play that card? I don't know. I mean, if she gets attacked, she loses loyalty counters and deals that much damage. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Wow, wee wow. Leyline Prowler. Cool. Heartwarming. I'm always happy to see Ashiok in the packs. I think this card's going to be fantastic. I think it's going to be great. Solar Blaze! AoE Justice Strike. You get a Justice Strike, and you get a Justice... Each creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. Hey, you know what survives that? Feather. Feather survives. So you can go turn 3 Feather, turn 4 Wreck, turn 5 Lyra. Let's go. Curve. Hashtag curves. Hashtag if you are an angel or demon. like this page or subscribe. No, follow. That's what it is. Divine Arrow, bunch of commons. They're good. Heartwarming. Redemption. By the way, spoilers, guys. Gideon dies and he goes to Theros Heaven. And this is him in Theros Heaven. How do you like them apples? Bolt Bend. We already been over this. Saheeli. By the way, Saheeli only costs 3 mana. I do like that some of these planeswalkers are actually like decently costed. Ooh. All right. Whoa, that's the second one of these foils I've gotten. Finale of Glory. We've already been over this card. It's a really good card. I'm a fan. I also have a player who's looking for a bunch of the Boar God, and so I really hope I get him. All right, so I'm going to speed up a little bit. Here we go. Teo, the Shield Mage. Price Betrayal is very good. I'm going to move those up there. There's Teo. Spark Double. This card's great. You can copy anything with it. Doesn't matter if it's legendary. Rip Gideon. Yeah, R.I.P. Gideon. Ooh. Voja, Friend to Elves. How good is that? Vorthos's Rejoice. All right. Copy a Plains. No, don't copy a Plains. You could do that, though, if you turned a Plains into a land with the new Nissa, and then you copied it, you could definitely copy a Plains. You could, but I don't recommend it. I highly don't recommend it. All right, let's Wolf, Bolt Bend. Cool. A lot of insight. Ooh, this is the first Vraska we've seen. Whenever a creature controlled with Death Touch deals damage to a player or a planeswalker, put a 1/1 counter on that creature. I played against this in Limited, and it's devastating. Because she makes Assassins, and she makes 2. It's really good. Commence the Endgame. This spell can't be countered. Draw 2 cards and amass X, where X is the number of cards in your hand. Is this card good? No. Is it good in Limited? Yes. Would it be good as one of in the Control Mirror? Maybe. At least he gets a signature spellbook as a tribute. I know, right? But it's so funny to me because, like, Wizard of the Coast, like, knows everything that's about to happen because it's all, like, planned out years in advance. And so, of course, they're like, oh, like, here's the story. And you're, like, learning the story through the spoilers. And, like, and Gideon dies. Now announcing Spellbook Gideon. It's him dead. There's, like, a statue of him. It's too much. It's too much. Oh, my goodness. All right. D-Spark. Love that card. Very good. Moo. Love that. And there's Nissa. I played with this card in Limited. I played with this in Sealed. It was so much fun. You know what's really good? Just making 3/3s with Vigilance and... do they have Trample too? Vigilance and Haste. And doubling all the mana that your forest tap for. Also pretty clutch. 10 out of 10. Irate. Lyra needs a Dive Down or Screaming Shield. But see if you have Feather out and you dive down your Lyra and then board wipe, is that really that bad? No. Pretty good. Pretty good. Obnixil is Cruelty. That's very playable on common. I feel like I'm going to sell a lot of those. Elite Guard Mage, Lazotep Plating, and Ral Storm Conduit. Lazotep Plating, by the way, is also very good. So I feel like when we lose Dive Down, Mono Blue might play this, but I don't think Mono Blue will be a deck after Dominaria rotates out for a number of reasons. Neat. 922. Oh yeah, I used Nikia to spend 12 mana on turn 6 a few times this past Monday. That sounds like fun. Cyclops, Electromancer, Rescuer Sphinx, Obnixilis, the Hate Twisted, Tosmir, Friend to Wolves. Oh wait, I put this in the wrong place. Wait, no. There we go. Tosmir, Friend to Wolves. This card's really good in Limited. I played this card in Limited. I had a ridiculous bomb Limited pool. It was all good green-white stuff. I played with every single rare that I had. This guy's really good. When the wolf comes to play, it fights. And it's whenever a wolf enters the battlefield, it fights, and you gain 3 life, which is, like, really good. Look at this guy. He looks like a potato. If you look like a potato, don't forget to hit that follow button. And if you don't look like a potato, that's okay. We'll still accept you. You can hit the follow button as well. Doubling your mana is pretty nice. It's true. It's true. Doubling your mana is the nicest. Dovin's Vito, Huatley's Raptor, and Zhang Yangu. I can ever say that right. By the way, this guy's static ability, each creature with 1/1 counter adds mana to your mana pool, and then just putting a 1/1 counter on somebody 3 times for 3 mana. He's not terrible. He's really fun to play with and limited. Could you build a deck around him? Absolutely. Would it be good? I don't know. Casualties of War. I want to play with this card in Standard. Because, like, what a blowout, right? I'm going to kill that, and that, and that, and that. Super good. Also a dragon token. Look at that. That's what I used to look like before the surgery. Not true. All right, next pack. All right, next pack. Casualties of War. Destroys a bunch of permanents. Domri's Ambush. All right, what's the verdict, guys, on Domri's Ambush? Is it standard playable, or is it garbage and it's just limited goodness? 1/1 counter on a creature. It doesn't fight. It just deals damage to a planeswalker or a creature. Right? Pretty good? No? Maybe? Another Jace? Absolutely. Good win con. Ravnica at War foil. Please stop giving me garbage foils. Card's not good. So many permanents destroyed. Yeah. You played against that card, played against you at least twice this weekend. It's a good, I mean, it's good and limited, right? Because it's just a removal. Removal's great and limited. But I wonder if it's standard playable. Ooh, there's another Angrath. I like Angrath. This guy's pretty good. All of your creatures having a menace. Pretty hot. Deliver Unto Evil. This is the black Factor Fiction, and I think this card is going to be incredible. And the art on this card is fantastic. I love it. So, into the rare pile it goes. And things will start speeding up as we progress, just because that's the life we live. And put that there. Bonds of Discipline. Jaya. Somebody just mentioned. What's that card that this combo's with? The Carnival something? Carnage Carnival? Oh, Finale of Eternity. Destroy up to 3 target creatures with toughness X or less. If X is 10 or more, return all creature cards from the graveyard to the battlefield. Seems good. By the way, what's that black card that reanimates any number of targets in any number of graveyards? That card's really good with Wild Growth Walker and a bunch of Explorer creatures. Cavalcade of Calamity and lots of goblins. Yeah, you play the Goblin Party card, right? Goblin Party? That's what that card is called. I know my Magic cards, that's for sure. Domri! He's terrible. He's not good. He'll never be good in Standard. But he's a Planeswalker, right? So he'll have value later. Is that how that works? He's a Planeswalker. Everybody loves Planeswalkers. That's the thing that I think is going to carry value through this set, even after, like, because it's going to be an enormous reprinting, right? They're Planeswalkers. You gotta have them. Yeah, let's make some wizard tokens. And then Finale of Devastation. Search your library and or graveyard for a creature card with converted mana cost X or less, and put it into your put it onto the battlefield. If you search your library this way, shuffle it. If X is 10 or more, creatures you control get +X/+X and gain haste until end of turn. What? What? So you just go fetch up Craterhoof Behemoth and win. Or literally you just like ramp and then play this card and win. I mean, it's the last Domri they ever printed. That's all it's got going for it, guys. It's the last Domri they're ever going to print. Because he's dead. What if they make a zombie Domri? Then will he come back? No. It's that bad. It's just that bleak. It's just that bad. Oh. Sunblade Angel, Rally of Wings, Kaya, Bane of the Dead. Cool. Bioessence Hydra. When it enters battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on it for each loyalty counter on planeswalkers you control. Fine. Whenever one or more loyalty counters are put on planeswalkers you control, put that many 1/1 counters on Bioessence Hydra. Limited bomb. Wolf token. Can you play it? Like, it's Simic. Is it going to be good in the Simic deck? Sure. Could you build a competitive Simic deck? Probably a tier 2 deck. It's not going to like warp any formats. Ooh, that's the first Sorin we've got. Sorin, Vengeful Bloodlord, and another Force Landing foil. Interesting. Interesting. Sorin, Vengeful Bloodlord. As long as it's your turn, creatures and planeswalkers you control have lifelink. How good is that? It's very good. He only costs 4. He comes to play with 4 loyalty. He deals 1 damage to target planeswalker or player for +2. And then neg X is return target creature card with converted mana cost of X to your graveyard to the battlefield. That creature is a vampire in addition to its other types. So, are they playing this card in the new Aristocrats deck, like the Mardu Aristocrats? Because I feel like he could go in there because he has a ping ability, right? Which is Mardu wants to kind of like win by attrition, or the Aristocrats deck do. And then you're constantly sacrificing creatures to get the drain effects, and then you reanimate them with Sorin. I feel like that's pretty good. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Been wrong before. Truth. I'm wrong on a lot of things, by the way. I'll share a secret with you guys, because there's so many of you here. I thought Runaway Steamkin was a fantastic card, and I bought a bunch of them at $2, and now that card's 50 cents, and I would like to die, please. So, hashtag mistakes. Wait, where's my planeswalker? Oh, is it Kiora? Meh. Whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. Okay. That's fine. Oh, what's her neg 1, untap target permanent? And she comes into play with 7, and she costs 3? That's pretty good, right? I guess. I feel like that's pretty good. You could you play that the Horizons card. You play the new Horizons card, and then you untap it, and then it taps for more mana. That's really good, right? I'm tired. I mean, let's see. I hope he's playing that deck. You opened 3, including a promo, and was wanting to build a good Aristocrats deck. I think he's great in that, right? And you can even play him in multiples too, because you just neg him until he dies to reanimate a creature, so he replaces himself. And then if you don't need to do that, you're just dealing damage, right? Also, wait a minute. So it says as long as it's your turn, creatures and planeswalkers you control have lifelink, and then he says deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. So you would gain that life. You'd gain 1, right? You would. So that's pretty good. All right, nothing crazy, guys. By the way, tomorrow, keep an eye on our stream tomorrow. I'm going to try to open just one Japanese booster box of War of the Spark, and we'll see what we get. Yeah. He gets lifelink. Also, New Horizons with that Kiora. I mean, maybe good for limited. I don't know how viable that is in standard. Love Spark Harvest. I'm probably going to pull all of them out of here. Paradise Druid. I haven't seen very many of these. I feel like this is a more uncommon. Ugin's Conjurant. Arlen Voice of the Pack. And your favorite, ladies and gentlemen, the Angelic Boros spaceship that used to be a home base that shoots holy laser beams at people and Justice Strikes everything. Is it good? No, because it's a 5/5 for 8. But is it amazing if you like it's going to be great in Commander? Yeah, it's going to be really good. It's just such a, like, kudos to Wizards of the Coast for, like, making this, like, a very, very much so, like, a grand scale thing. They're like, what if the entire Vitu-Ghazi turned into an elemental to, like, fight off this alien invasion? And there's also, the Boros Legion home base turns into, like a flying hangar that shoots angels and laser beams. It's good imagery. It's good imagery. Kudos, Wizards of the Coast. Like, I love it. I also love this, Unlikely Aid. What a good card. Aven Eternal, Rumblebelt Rioters, good limited card. Not playable in Standard, or it might be Samut. You have a better card in Rhythm of the Wilds. And this is Anderson's favorite card, Plane-Wide Celebration. Because he got like 2 or 3 of them in his limited pool and then crushed everybody. Because it turns out making 4 2/2s that are all colors is pretty good and limited. Turns out you can't beat that. More Turkish packs. No, they don't make Turkish packs, I don't think. They don't make any foreign product in Turkish, I don't think. And of course, Niv gets to draw you 1 card for each guild. Yeah, Niv is pretty good. It is pretty good. Neoform, so The infinite combo with Neoform. Has anybody built that deck in Modern? With Chancellors of the Tangle, Allosaurus Rider, Grizzlebrand, and Neoform, and you go off on turn 1. It's a turn 1 kill. You can win before they even untap. I've only seen the red vehicle and the white vehicle. I've not seen any of the dumb submarine. Not that I really want to. Also Huatli. Alright, I really have to speed up. Jeez, I'm going slow as all get out. Get away, booster packs. Go, scatter onto the floor and make a mess. I'll clean you up later, I promise. I don't promise. I'm a mess. Everywhere I go, I make a mess. Paradise Druid, Angrath Captain of Chaos. Love it. Command the Dreadhorde. This card should have been a mythic. Command the Dreadhorde? Why? Hey, you want to put a whole bunch of dumb creatures into your graveyard that gain you life when they come into play? Are you playing Wild Growth Walker and a bunch of Explorer creatures? I played a mirror match, Golgari mirror match. Dude played this card against me. Oh my gosh, was that miserable. I think I still won that game though. No, wait. Did he mill out? I think he milled out. Anyway. Oh, I did see the green artifact too. I did see the arc bow. It's just the arc bow is not a vehicle, so I banished it from my memory. But you remembered. Thank you. Desperate Neoform. Ajani the Great-Hearted. I do like Ajani. I feel like Ajani will see play. Putting a 1/1 counter on all your dudes for neg 2, and you can do it twice, is pretty good. And creatures you control have vigilance. Really good static effect. 4 mana. Very good. A lot of good stuff you can do with that card. Very good. Combo that with Gideon's Sacrifice, and you don't even take any damage. Is that until end of turn? I'm going to have to find a Gideon's Sacrifice now. Iron Bully. Leyline Prowler is great. Tibble! Sorry. Wait. There's a... Hold on. Choose a creature or planeswalker you control. All damage that will be dealt to you this turn and permanents you control is dealt to the chosen permanent instead. You're right. And that's a flavor win too, right? They totally did that on purpose because this is Liliana like using the Chain Veil, and then Gideon's like, nah, I'll like take the beating for you. Okay, that's pretty fantastic. The more you know. Hey guys, it's another one of these guys. It's good for Legacy. What does he do? Nobody knows. You can't do stuff with lands, and it sucks. For your opponent, not for you. For your opponent. Gideon Sacrifice, yeah. Arcbow. Planes. We got Dreadhorde Arcanist. Ooh, another Celebrant and Dovin. I like Dovin, hand control. And I'm a huge fan of Combat Celebrant. Everybody's going to need those. As building Aristocrats. I kind of want to build Aristocrats. Like, that deck looks fun. The Aristocrats deck looks really fun. I was talking to a customer up in Oak Ridge, and they are going to build the Aristocrats deck because they kind of already have it together. And there's just a lot of cards coming out for it that make the that kind of like drain and sack style even better. Up next list, Bolas' Citadel. Don't forget, if you come to draft weekend at Level Up, May 4th and 5th, 2 o'clock at Oak Ridge and Knoxville, you get a promo version of this card. If you draft, I'm not just going to give you one. Wizards of the Coast said, get off my back. I'm surprised it deals damage instead of paying life. Still waiting for Font of Agonies to be relevant. That's true. Yeah, I don't know how to make Font of Agonies relevant. The problem with Font of Agonies is it gets exponentially worse the longer it goes with you not having it in play, right? Because you're losing life all the time, theoretically. And every turn it's not in play and you're not losing life with it in play, it gets worse. But, funny thing to think about, Coffee and Can. Proliferate on Font of Agonies is going to be pretty good, right? Saheeli, love it. Widespread Brutality, love it. Good card. Very good card. By the way, my running theory here is I'm not really going to make my money back opening these for the store. But we're doing it anyway. because why not? But, Teferi Time Raveler. This card's great. I lost to this card. I'll lose to this card a lot. And I hate it. It makes combat tricks real bad. You wanted to play that dive down? Sorry. No dice. Ooh, foil. Ooh, yay! Foil Planeswalker. Look at that. Foil Narset. Woohoo! That is our first foil walker, ladies and gentlemen. It is a Narset, part of Veils. And we got a Karn! And a Flex Channeler! What is this pack? What a great pack! I rate 10 out of 10. There's the dumb servo token that Saheeli makes instead of making a cool Thopter token. You know, Dovin makes Thopter tokens, Saheeli. You think you could, like, up your game, like, a little bit. But no. You can't. Watley's Raptor. That used to be my street name. Not true. Teo. Another Storev. I have a feeling that I'm going to run into a lot of these boys. Is he good? Not necessarily. Hey, that's the whole box, ladies and gentlemen. All right, on to the next one. Oh, wait. Commons go in the box. And we're going to take a quick break while I run and check to make sure that my employee knows that he can shut down the store while I'm over here. I'll check on him. Maybe he's already gone. After these messages, we'll be right back. All right, guys, he knows. He knows. And I got me some water. I got me some agua. That's Spanish for water. And I'm going to drink some. You love widespread brutality too? How many more boxes are there? So I'm going to try to open a full case tonight. Oh, wait. Okay. No. I'm going to try to open a full case tonight. And then I'm going to try to open another case tomorrow. So this case is probably going to go to Oak Ridge. And then the other case will go to Knoxville. And we'll get it all sorted out. Normally I try to do this a little bit earlier in the cycle. But I don't think I got the product until like Wednesday, which kind of sucks. So, guys. Oh, this is terrible. It's box 3. Like I put a sticker on it. So it means it's box number 3. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy with that. Water is so good for you. Good choice. Water is good for you. I'm trying to go keto. It's very hard. You're not allowed to have sugar, and I hate it. But my body thanks me, and I have more energy, and I feel better about my life. So, is that better than sugar? Kind of. Anyway, we're opening this box. We're going to open it. This is box number 3, and as is tradition at the Level Up House of Chaos, Steven's Crazy House of Cards, I'm going to go really fast. So, here we go. We're not even going to care about the uncommons for the most part. We're just going to go Mobilized District. It's cool. And we're only going to stop on, like, really notable cards. So, like the Mythics. And also, I have not looked at any of the... which is, you know, shame on me, but I haven't looked at the value on a lot of these cards. So if anybody cares to take a look at MTG Goldfish and tell me what, like, the top 10 are, I'd love to know. All right. So Gideon's Triumph, Neoform, and Engraph. Oh, Massacre Girl. That's our first Massacre Girl. I played against Massacre Girl in Limited, and it was a blowout. And I cried. Everybody's complaining that she's got a dumb name, but it's like the dumb name that they gave her in the original Ravnica block when they didn't know how to write stories. So, cut them a break! They're finishing things. Vivian. Ooh, and a foil Ral! That's gotta be something, right? He's using an infinite combo. Heck yeah. Heck yes, affirmative. So why label the box right before you're opening it? Oh, because we're pushing this out to YouTube, and so if I need to cut the, if I need to cut it or edit the stream, I can be like, oh, this is box 1, or box 1 starts here, box 2 starts here, and so I have a, it's kind of like a visual for me. Woo, is it? What time is it? Spark Harvest. Love that card. Really good. Kiora, meh. Narcissus Reversal. You can use it as part of an infant combo. Is this card good? Copy target instant sorcery spell, then return to its owner's hand. You may choose 2 new targets for the copy. So you essentially counter somebody else's instant or sorcery spell, and then you get to cast it. Pretty good. Question for the judges out there. So here's my judge question. If I copy like one of the X cost spells, do I get the converted mana cost to be X? So if they cast one of the finales for like 12, do I then get to do it for 12, or do I do it for 0? Ral Storm Conduit is $1.65. How much is a foil one? And make sure that you have paper prices selected and not online prices, because there is a difference. Mayhem Devil. Yeah, Zhang Yu, and our first Silent Submarine. Not that I really like this card because it's not very good. When it deals combat damage to a player or a planeswalker, draw a card. As a 2/3 for 2. Seems okay. And if you seem okay, don't forget to hit that follow button. Yeah, da. Foil Link said link deleted. Got Eternal Kefnet. Okay, you can't link it because I have a dumb Nightbot that's like super sensitive, and yeah. Arlen, she's super good. Spark Double, I do like that card. That's like one of the better. So Spark Double, I feel like you're just gonna put that into every commander deck, right? Because don't you love having other people's stuff? Or am I the only person that loves like having other people's stuff? Maybe that's why I opened the game for it. Anyway, those are all going on the floor as a mess to be cleaned up later. Wait. Ral Paperfoil, 1325. Is that what you said? Interesting that it's deleting the link. I don't know why it's doing that. I apologize. Hey, Celebrant. Challenger Troll, Rescuer Sphinx. Oh! Another Liliana Dreadhorde General. I am super okay with that. Gosh, each player sacrifices 2 creatures. Whenever a creature you control dies, draw a card, right? So I'll player, possibly board wipe you, depending on what point we are at the game. And then if I have any guys out, I'm going to draw 2 cards. Sure. No links, just typing. Interesting. Oh, maybe because you're putting a period in there? I don't know. Try comma instead. Or don't. I mean, you looked them up for me. I appreciate that. Domri! Hey, this guy died. It's the last printing ever, guys. Get it while it's hot. Maybe you play that and Rhythm of the Wild. See, here's a problem, though. This is the same problem you have with like decks that are wanting to play with artifact synergy. Every time you run a card that is not an artifact that synergizes with artifacts, you have 1 fewer artifact. Same with him. You're playing something that synergizes with creatures, but it is not itself a creature. Maybe this is just copy number 5 of Rhythm of the Wilds. Maybe that's what that is. But what deck wants to run 4 Rhythm of the Wilds? Who knows? Paradise Druid, Devouring Hellion, and Gleaming Overseer, and a Jace, Wielder of Mysteries. Why is he wielding mysteries? What mysteries is he wielding? He looks very determined here. Who knows? That in and of itself is a mystery. Lily is $28. Right behind Dragon God Bolas at 30. Interesting. I have not got a single Dragon God Bolas. But I have gotten now a full playset of Davriel. Ooh! Rolask, Apex Hybrid. Love this card. Can you look this one up for me? Coffee and can? The mysteries he picked up from Innistrad. What mystery did he pick up from Innistrad? What? That he's wielding? Can he summon Cthulhu like monsters? Is he an Eldrazi now? Nobody knows. Nobody heckin' knows. Rolask is link deleted. I'm going to have to talk to Billy about why we're deleting links for prices, because that's not going to be okay. Command the Dreadhorde, this card's great. I don't know what this card is at right now, but whatever it's at is way too cheap. Also, you have no idea about the mysteries. Nobody knows! Nobody knows about the mysteries. Absolutely nobody knows. I think it's because like he's like erased his own brain so many times that like he just knows stuff that he didn't know he knew. I don't know. But now that Bolas is dead, right, or like trapped, he can like get all his memories back, right? So we're gonna have to see that. This is the first time wipe I've seen out of 3 boxes. So get them while they're hot, guys. Good grief. Weird. It says $4.25. Must just be on your end. Oh, just threw that out there because it was the Investigate Clues expansion. That's fair. That's fair. He could have like some mysteries there. I honestly do not know. Desperate is a great card. Flex Channeler, great card. Nahiri, it's a Planeswalker. I love it. Also, this card is hilarious. Role reversal. There's a goblin like sitting on a pedestal. Sphinx going crazy in the background because you swap control permanents, shared type. Devouring Hellion foil, whatever. Wolf token, cool. I actually really like this wolf token. I'm a big fan of anything that's like kind of like glowing. Big fan. Regardless of what the mystery is, you need another for your gate shift deck. For sure. He's an interesting win condition. That is true. Ral's Outburst, Gleaming Overseer, Dovin, and Casualties of War. And I do like Casualties of War. I am a huge fan. Will it see standard play? Unless you're playing like a big dumb deck. Like I would love to build a big dumb green-black deck with like Death Sprout and Casualties of War. I would love to do that. D-Spark, great. Price Betrayal, great. Sarkhan, ooh, a foil forest. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Sarkhan the Masterless. He's masterless because Nicol Bolas is gone, and so is Ugin. So he no longer has a Dragon Master, which would make him the Dragon Master, right? Yes. Yes, it would. Choose your own destiny, Sarkhan. You're a strong, independent man with an Ebo strand of hair that don't need no dragon. Yes, I have roll reversal on my Drake sideboard. Swap a Saheeli for a Teferi. No more Planeswalker problems. Oh, that's true. That's true. That's really good. That's really good, actually. That's a great sideboard card. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, swap my... Or like, I guess if you're playing Saheeli, like, you can swap your Servo token for their best creature. That feels pretty good, right? That feels pretty good. And an Ashiok. Ravnica at War. Boo. Yeah. Woo. Opening a case does not feel good. So far, it does not feel great. Gateway Plaza. Karn's Bastion. Hey, that's another promo that we're giving away on one of the weekends. What is it for? Oh, you can get a time wipe. Or Karn's Bastion on Planeswalker weekend, which is basically the new Magic game day. I like the Wanderer. Hey, this is the first Fipplethip we've got. Fipplethip the Lost. There he is. Fipplethip. Love that guy. He's Toshiro Umezawa in disguise. Also, you know he's going to become a Planeswalker, right? Like, he's a fan favorite. He's going to become a Planeswalker in, like, a special set. You like the spelling. And swapping servos for good things is awesome. Yeah. Ooh, or swap a basic mountain for a flipped Azcanta. Oh, shoot! Wow. Man, red-blue just has a way to deal with everything now, doesn't it? Good grief. Hey, look, it's Tybalt, the best Planeswalker. Can I also point something else out here? Hold on. Let's take a moment to bask in something together, chat. These right here, these are all uncommon Planeswalkers that go into decks, that go into commander decks, that go into like standard decks, and you just get to play with them, and they're uncommon. Some of these Planeswalkers are going to be like cheap on release. And you know what? After that, they're not going to be so cheap. That's what I think, personally. They're never going to do that again. They're never going to make crazy, uncommon Planeswalkers that do crazy things like this. They're not going to do it for years. Years! Years! Just when you thought Wizards of the Coast ran out of gimmicky tricks, they hit you with another banger. That's Teo the Shield Mage and Living Twister, which used to be my street name. It's 2/5 for 3. Discard a land card. Living Twister deals 2 damage to any target. Return target land you control to its owner's hand. Return target tap land you control to its owner's hand. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know. It'll be good and limited. If it was like a 3/5 or I don't know. There's no redeeming that card. I apologize. Gimmick? Gimme! I'm not sure I like having so many in the limited format. Oh, that's fair. I think it's great to have more available Planeswalkers. Yeah. Oh, and you're not sure you like it in limited? It's kind of frustrating to play against in limited, especially if you're playing against a deck that can proliferate. So the uncommon ones just get like exponentially better the more you proliferate. And if somebody has like one of the... I played against a deck that had Flex Channeler, and they played like a Davriel and some other stuff, and then they were like controlling me with instant and sorceries, and it was brutal. Like no contest, I got wrecked. Like it was hard. Oh, another Elder Spell! Can somebody look up Elder Spell and tell me what it costs? Because whatever it is not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. None of these cards are going for the right price. Nope. Wait, I did something wrong. Get over there, Saheeli. Dreadhorde Invasion. This is the first Dreadhorde Invasion I've gotten too. This is like, people are calling it Better Blossom. It's not Better Blossom because it's only one creature and you can chump block the creature. Part of the beauty of Bitter Blossom is even if they have blockers, you can still get through the damage. Still pretty good though. Lifelink is pretty good. I think this card can be like pretty overwhelming. So another good one to keep an eye on. Elder Spell is severely underrated. Only link deleted. Let's see if it pops up in my chat on my other thing, and I'll see if I can track what you said. Ooh, another Ashiok. I'll always take another Ashiok. You can quote me on that. Will anybody even trade me in uncommon Planeswalkers? I have a feeling that like nobody will even trade them to me. They're just everybody. Why would you trade in a Planeswalker? It's a Planeswalker. Just hold on to it forever. It's more like Taller Blossom. That is a better way to put it. More like Taller Blossom. I like that. Throwing it in the ground like a child. I'm making a mess. All right. Yeah, the Elder Spell is underrated. And there's another Chandra. Cool. Very cool. It's one I don't like. Not a fan. Not a fan. Yep. But fun to play in limited. This, the War of the Spark Limited is going to be one of the best limited formats they've ever made. Because So you get to play with Planeswalkers, and it's all balanced. So that's the other thing, right? A lot of you are saying you don't mind, you don't know if you like playing with Planeswalkers in Limited, but they have ways to deal with it. Like, there's lots of ways to deal with it if you build your deck correctly. Or maybe not, I don't know. There's a Tolsimir, he's pretty cool. He used to be Wolfblood, now there's an owl, he makes a wolf token. Voja, Friend of Elves. Seems good. This is Triumph, Dovin. Prison Realm. He got arrested. Alright, hold on. I'm getting too many uncommons. I gotta move them. Karn's Bastion, good stuff. Goblin Token. Elder Spells is $3.25 in case Lynx is still deleted. Thank you. $3.25? It's not even the price of a pack. That card's incredible. Does anybody know? Hello, Dreadbore. I guess Dreadbore also targets a creature, so that makes it different. That makes it different, I guess. Oath of Kaya. That's the first one of those I've seen. When it enters the battlefield, deal 3 damage, you gain 3 life. Whenever an opponent attacks as an opponent attacks a Planeswalker you control, you drain them 2. I feel like that card's going to be good in Commander as a political thing. Play it, blow up something small, and then convince people not to attack your Planeswalkers. Deft ways to deal with them, but you don't have them ready when the walkers hit the board. Also true. You can get out of hand fast. Yes, I agree. Or I need to learn how to adjust my deck building and play in this format. Well, I haven't played too much of the limited draft. I feel like in limited draft, especially physical Magic, you'll be a lot more prepared because you'll see the uncommon Planeswalkers rolling around. That's interesting. I opened 2 Oath of Kaya in a row. So you'll be like, oh, my opponent has a Tibble. I'll have to deal with that, and you can watch out for it more. Whereas limited on Magic Arena, I agree. There's no guarantee you drew the right things to kind of deal with that. But this is life. Hey, an Ugin, a Eugene the Sport Dragon. He's a Planeswalker. He makes colorless things cost 2 less to cast. If you're playing a big dumb colorless deck, he's gonna go in it because he's great. Ooh, Nissa. This card's great. Oh wait, no. Put those things in the wrong place. Beep beep boop boop pop. Put that up here, put that over here. Nissa card is great. Yeah, we're only halfway through. I'm gonna have to go really fast. Alright, here's what we're doing. We're going to super fast mode. Narsets, reversal, Crush Descent, it's a foil. Land, thing. Uncommons, Planeswalker, it's a Zhang Yu. Not that anybody cares. We've already seen them all. We've seen all 36! Wait, we still haven't seen a Gideon. I'm, almost 3 boxes in, we still haven't seen a Gideon? What is this madness? There's another Vraska. There's another Flying Angel spaceship. Gotta speed up because my batteries are running low in my brain. Yeah, I don't even know what the draft archetypes are in this. Ooh, Tamiyo. Ooh, and a foil Fibblethip. Wait, Tamiyo's a rare? I didn't know that. That's the first Tamiyo we've seen. Foil Fibblethip, guys. This will be on sale in one of my stores of foil Fibblethip. I also have foil Proteus staffs because they spiked and somebody traded them in. You got me, by the way. Good job. Foilblethip, no Gideon and no Bolas. That is correct. No Gideon, no Bolas. I'm not too pleased about that because I feel like people are going to want those cards. But hey, there's an Ibmiza. Enters the battlefield. Remove our top 10 cards to your library. For each color pair, choose a card that's exactly those colors from among them. Put the chosen cards color pair. Interesting. So yeah, so you can. It's like a huge flavor win because he's like, I'm the Guild Pact now. Look at me. I'm the Guild Pact now. Yes. Nib, the true dragon god. I think at some point he will ascend to a planeswalker. There's another Davriel. Ooh! Oh! Foil Davriel! Oh, that's cool! Yeah! Neat! I'm a super huge fan of this card. This card's going to be great in Standard, and it's also playable in other formats, and I love that. Also, I'm hungry. Blast Zone. Blast Zone's a good card. More excited about the foil Davriel, though, if we're honest. Oh, one last pack. One last pack. Have fun opening. I gotta go. Bye. Bye, Pomegranate fan. I'll love and cherish you forever. Talk to me soon. I promise I'll respond, maybe. Power's Ambush. Good stuff. Good stuff. Obnixilis. Ooh, and another Time Wipe. Sure. Alright, guys. That was box number 3. It's time for, you guessed it, box number 800. I mean, box number 4. See that? Box 4. Now carefully, doctor, carefully. Once we make the incision. Yeah, like I said, I normally do this a little bit before Friday, but I just haven't had the time. Hey, look, there's Liliana. Like a very realistic picture of Liliana. Like she looks very lifelike. Like it's almost like they took a photo of somebody and said, "You're Liliana." But anyway, go away, Pex, into the trash can. Yeah, second foil walker. A Davriel. A Davrel. Relentless Advance, Duspark, Saheeli, Krenko. Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna go super fast now. Oh, I forgot. I gotta put the commons in here or I'll be overrun and outnumbered. We don't want that to happen, do we? Can't have that happen. It's all commons. All right. Tokens, land, balance in all things. Balance in all things. Different game. The knife over there. Prism Realm, Invade the City, The Wanderer, and Final Glory. I like Final Glory a lot. I also like The Wanderer. She's pretty cool. Bobby's prediction is we're going to like whatever the home plane of the Wanderer is. I'm inclined to believe him. Teo, Shield Mage, Soul Diviner. Okay. That's not great. What do you play him in? Remove a counter from an artifact, creature, land, planeswalker you control. Draw a card. I'll bet there's something silly you can do with him in Modern. With some of the things that have like negative, like drawback counters on them. Hey, it's a Sarkhan. This card's a bomb unlimited according to Channel Firebomb. I read that in an article right before I tried to go and draft. Or not draft, but do limited. Do. Commence the end game. Oh, it's Trusted Pegasus? Spoilers, guys, it dies. R.I.P. Little Pegasus. You are very beautiful, and then the writers decide to kill you. Because they just wanted to kill you. And make us hate Oketra. Single combat. That card's not good. It will never be good. It's bad. I mean, it's fine. I guess it gets rid of all the planeswalkers. It gets rid of like extra planeswalkers too, which is pretty good, especially if you're getting overwhelmed. Here's a Vraska. God Eternal Bantu. That's our first God Eternal Bantu. Good grief! Out of this whole case, I didn't even like God Eternal Bantu, but apparently you put it in the Aristocrats deck, right? Because it's a 5/6 for 5 with Menace. Talk about power creep, by the way, on creatures, attack, and toughness for their cost. Like, even the commons in the set are gangbusters and ridiculous. Do. Hi, Chance.
Hey, do you want me to lock up over there? Or?
Yeah, lock up and set the alarm and all that jazz.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Foil single combat. Do. Getting sleepy. Interplanar Blinken? Interplanar Blinken. That's not how you say that at all. Nope. Just isn't. Plane-wide Celebration. That card's not good. That card's not good. Obnixilis is okay. What do you play Obnixilis in? You play it in the Aristocrats deck. Aristocrats actually has too many options right now. There's so many different cards that you could include. You have more Aristocrat options than you have slots for Aristocrats. I need to calm down and bring my hands down so you can see what's going on here. Final Revelation. Card's okay. It's like a bad Sphinx's Revelation, I guess. I don't know. Do. Ooh, Nissa. Ooh, a foil mountain. Look at that. That's cool. Oh, and it's the foil mountain where all the sparks are heading towards Nicol Bolas. How cool is that? Nice. I do like that Nicol Bolas' brother Ugin beat him up. And we didn't even know who Ugin was until Khonsa here? Interesting. Best Planeswalker. Incredible limited rare. Will it be playable in standard? Nobody knows. Enter the God Eternals. Through the super powerful portal. There they are. Ready to kick butt. But Jace had a plan for you all along. He became a pirate on Ixalan. And they found a magic sword. And then Ugin took you to the spirit realm, and Niv Mizzet had plans. And there were a bunch of people that you weren't even thinking about. Nicol Bolas, you got your butt kicked. GG, my guy. Another Ugin. What is Ugin at? Is Ugin one of the expensive cards? Ignite Beacon, gross. Kazemia? A foil Challenger Troll and a Deliver Unto Evil. Gross. Wait, I put a Planeswalker in the wrong spot. There we go. Instead of having this camera on my face, I should just have a camera on where I'm sorting. 782 for Ugin? Really? Okay, great. I love it when something is worth more than a booster pack. I'm a huge fan. Widespread Brutality is a great card, and you cannot convince me otherwise. It's fantastic. Hi, would you like to cast Pyroclasm and generate a 2/2 bear for 2? All in the same turn? Yes? Okay, well. Have I got the deal for you? Da-da-da-da-da-da. I hate some... Ooh, Final Promise. Finale of Promise? Yeah. Goblin Assailant, 2/2 for 2. What he lacks in patience, intelligence, empathy, lucidity, hygiene, ability to follow orders, self-regard, and discernible skills, he makes up for in his sheer chaotic violence. There's some winners in the flavor text out here, guys. The red finale, yeah. Ooh. Red finale. Vivian's Arcbow. Got another one of those. I think out of the artifact, the legendary, or the artifact cycle, colored artifact cycle out of this set, I do think that Vivian's Arcbow is the best. Dreadhorde Butcher is an incredibly good zombie. And zombies is so close to being a deck in Modern. Somebody just has to build it. And I think that it's going to be black-red. There's enough good black-red zombies at this point. We're on the cusp, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, another Dreadhorde invasion. Taller Blossom, as you put it. I like that. I like Taller Blossom. That's good. I'm going to start calling it that. I do like that some cards get those nicknames. Although when it gets like a abbreviated nickname, like BBE, Bloodbraid Elf, then I'm not a huge fan. Then I get upset. Chandra, terrible. I don't think she's good. If you can break her, go for it. I guess it's 4 damage at the very worst. It's 5 damage for 4 mana if they don't exile it, right? Because they have to deal her 5 damage because you +1 her when she comes in. So at the very worst, it's a better Lava Axe. And when I look at it that way, it's actually not so bad. Somebody's going to build like Big Red or Big Red White, and I'll bet you there'll be a Chandra in there. That was a Karn, by the way. Karn and a Tamiyo, I'll take it. Now, one thing I have noticed is it is guaranteed 1 Planeswalker per pack, but unless you get a foil walker, it is strictly 1 Planeswalker per pack. The algorithm will not put 2. It's not a guaranteed 1 Planeswalker per pack with a chance for more. It is exactly 1 Planeswalker per pack. Udavrio. I'm always happy to see him. Unaheb. It'd be funny if I just opened that and there were 2 Planeswalkers in it. I would laugh. This is where we turn our heads back and laugh. Ho, ho, ho. Look at this mess I'm creating. That's okay. Bobby will be here tomorrow. And I'll knock everything over. And everything will go away. There we go. Woohoo! Opening a booster pack. Tomorrow, guys, we're going to open a Japanese booster box of War of the Spark. And I think I'm going to open the other booster boxes probably off stream. I can't talk this long. This is a long time to talk. And I like to talk, don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. But you can see, like, the deadness in my eyes. Like, I'm dying. I'm dying. Ooh, sorry. Wait, what? Oh, foil Elder Spell! What? What? Yes, 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 yes. Ooh, that's pretty too. They got the purple to kind of like be shiny too. That's crazy. Who is he killing? Is he killing? Is that Dak Faden that he's killing in there in that picture? I don't see the red hand. He's just like wrecking somebody. And these guys already killed some planeswalkers. Like, that sucks. I wonder if the people they suck the planeswalker sparks out of are dead. They're all dead, right? You think that's Ral? Did Ral die? Oh, what a bummer. So he kills. So Nicol Bolas kills Dovin or Domri and Ral. Rude. Herald of the Dreadhorde. That's super rude, by the way. Super duper rude. Gideon's Triumph. Good card. Sarkhan. Foil Return to Nature. Alright, so this card is strictly better than Naturalize, right? Destroy target artifact, destroy target enchantment, exile a card from a graveyard. So this card is strictly better, and it's another way for green to deal with the Arclight Phoenix. Strictly better than Naturalize. Interesting. Ooh, foil Neoform. That might be worth something because of that deck that turn 1 combos people. D-Spark. I think D-Spark is very good. Exile target permanent with converted mana cost 4 or greater for 2 mana, and it exiles it. That's a lot of powerful effect for 2 mana. That's got to be good, right? Oh. This is not focused on my face at all. I apologize. Sorry, not sorry. We did it! As a Nicol Bolas! He's $30! Woo! Alright. We got a Nicol Bolas, guys. In case you were wondering, he has all loyalty abilities of all Planeswalkers on the battlefield. His +1 is draw a card. Each opponent exiles a card from their hand or permanent, or a permanent they control. And then his -3 is restore a target creature or Planeswalker. And his -8 is each opponent who doesn't control a legendary creature or Planeswalker loses the game. So ultimates are usually designed to win you the game, but not on the spot like that. So the more you know, I guess. What is Jace's draw 2 cards? You control Jace Planeswalker, draw 3. I wish you cost 2 mana, Jace's Triumph, but you don't. Spark Double, that's a good card. Spark Double is good. How much will you guys be selling Bolas for? Gonna pick up some tomorrow if you can. Whatever. So like, don't. There's gonna be a lot listed tomorrow, so the price is gonna fluctuate like a lot. Am I in camera? The price is gonna fluctuate a lot between now and Friday night. So I can't, especially if I'm not looking at a computer, I can't like quote you exactly, but I will tell you that you can expect to pay somewhere close to market price, like for a Nicol Bolas at FNM. Because I don't want to overcharge you if he goes down, et cetera, and so on and so forth. But I think somewhere in chat they said he was around $30. I'd be surprised if he holds at that number. I think if he's at 30, he'll probably go down a little bit. Ooh. Finale of Eternity. Yep, say that 10 times fast. Command the Dreadhorde is better than this card, in my opinion. But whatever. But it might, you never know. Hey, look, that's a whole box. We got Nicol Bolas out of that box. I'm happy about that. Did we get a Liliana out of that box too? I don't think so. There's all my comments. Oh, we have 2 more boxes. Sounds good. Thanks for the info. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Sorry, I couldn't give you a better answer. If I was closer to my computer, I would give you a more solid quote. Guys! It's box number 5. Wow. Very cool. Very cool. Gently now. Gently. Ooh, that's a terrible noise. I'm sorry. Ooh, I hated that. I super didn't enjoy that. All right. Hopefully I'll get some more Nicol Bolases too. We'll see. I'm probably going to get Bobby to open some more of this product. May get the guys up in Oak Ridge to open more too. I know they already opened some and organized it. Ultimate flavor went on the Bolas. It is though, isn't it? Because he's like absorbing all the sparks and stuff like that. For one brief and shining moment, he was victorious. What is this? Oh, this is more uncommons. Go up there. Living Twister, guys. No good. Does anyone want Living Twister for anything, truly? Truly, it is a garbage card. It is a garbage card for garbage people. It's not entirely true. Liliana's Triumph, Davriel. Ooh, what a good pack. This is wow. Can you imagine getting this pack in limited? Liliana's Triumph, Davriel, Deliver Unto Evil, and Angrass Rampage. Jeez. Jeez Louise. So all the Planeswalkers I think we'll put in our trade book. Commons in the empty box. Yeah, I did it. I put the commons in the empty box. I appreciate the reminder. Ashiok and Fibblethip. A duo, a tale as old as time. Ashiok and Fibblethip. Hey, it'd really help if I could put my uncommons in the right spot. Yeah, well, normally, like, especially if I'm not on stream and I'm opening this, would like, you just go really fast. Commons over here, you don't even look at them. But it's a little bit, there's like an extra step because we're separating the Planeswalkers because they're all Planeswalkers and it's good. After I'm done with this, by the way, I'm going to do a little bit of organizing on stream just so we can see how many of each Planeswalker we got and stuff. Look at Tamiyo! Bobby's favorite Planeswalker is Tamiyo. Because Bobby's a moonkin and he lives 3,000 years in the future. And you can tell him I said that. I don't care. He knows. Simmet. Ooh, God Eternal Bantu and a foil Nahiri Stoneblade. So we've gotten 2 God Eternal Bantus, which is cool, I guess, except that it's the worst God Eternal, in my humble opinion. And I have a customer that's looking for 4 of the boar. So, really, that just sucks. Really, it's a bummer. Hey, it's a Ralph. You know what that means. That means that none of the uncommons are Planeswalkers, and we don't have to look at them, because we already know that there's a bunch of uncommons in this set. Hey, it's Ignite the Beacon, also a not good card. I don't think. It's fun to play, though. I always say that, and then I remember, like, in Commander, what other joy is there than just playing a ton of Planeswalkers, right? Also, a Proliferate Commander deck with whatever the Proliferate Commander is, the 4-color one. That's going to be a fun deck with all these dumb Planeswalkers. I will tell you that. I'm sorry, I need to bring this. Actually, you know what? Instead I'm going to do is this. There. Now you can see better, and I don't have to adjust what I'm doing. We did it! We got a Gideon! Look at this chonky boy! As long as it's your turn, Gideon Blackblade is a 4/4 human soldier creature with indestructible that's still a Planeswalker. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to Gideon Blackblade during your turn. I have a question for the judges out there. Oh yeah, it's Atraxa, but too bad you can't play Sarkhan in that deck. Also true. So I have a question for the judges out there. Let's say I play this Gideon, and it's my turn, and he's a 4/4 with indestructible, and somebody plays that new Obnixilis card that gives a creature -5/-5. Does good old Gideon go away? Does he die, or does he stay? Please answer. Inquiring minds would like to know. Does Obnixilis' cruelty kill Gideon Blackblade? Good old Gideon Blackblade. Ooh, Flex Channeler. Sword and a foil Tolsimir. Wow. Yeah, he would die. Interesting. Interesting. No way around that. Hey, another Vivian's Arcbow. Okay. Okay. We still have another box after this, by the way, guys. Or just... Well, wait, but doesn't he have Hexproof? Oh, does he? No way. He has Indestructible. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to Gideon Blackblade during your turn. He does not have an Hexproof. Reminds me when we had to go against Ally of Zendikar, but all we had was Grasp, which gave Neg 4, Neg 4. It looks like they did a little bit more planning for this Gideon this time around to deal with him so he wasn't overwhelming. There's no Johnny. I'll take them. And a Jonathan. Okay. Is it really 10:30? It's getting late. Wanderer and Final Revelation. The worst revelation, or the worst finale. The baddest one. It's just a brain geyser with upside. Just a brain geyser. And if you're just a brain geyser, don't forget to hit that follow button. Hey, another Plain White Celebration. It's great and limited. I don't know why on earth you would play it in Constructed, but there it is. Wait. Game 4 life? Game 4 life 4 times? It's 12 life. That's not bad. Wait. No, it's 16 life. Proliferate. Oh, proliferate 4 times? Excuse me. That's strong. I have to drink water after. I didn't even think about that. The refreshing taste of water. Water. Put it in your mouth. All right. Do. Tybalt. The best. Ooh, a good finale. You may cast up to 1 target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. What? Each without cost. X or less minutes. You may cast up to 1 target instant card and or 1 target sorcery card from your graveyard, each with converted mana cost of X or less without paying their mana cost. If a card was cast this way, it would be put into your graveyard this turn, exile it instead. If X is 10 or more, copy each of those spells twice! You may choose new targets to the copy. Okay. Well, you just win the game at that point, right? Seems good. Seems real freaking good. You'll be looking for a couple of those for the... Wow. Wow. Teferi. Soren's Thirst. Soren is a thirsty vampire, if you know what I mean. Alright. I'm looking for a couple of those for the Ral combo deck. Well, we should have a couple. Enter the God Pharaohs and a foil God Pharaoh statue. Hey, that's pretty neat. Alright, let's continue on. We got some commons and uncommons and another Dreadhorde Butcher. I think this card's very good. The Dreadhorde Butcher. I like it a lot. I like it. Like it a lot. Neheb. Neheb is a 5/4 with trample for 4. I think that if you are playing a red deck, that you should play 1. The thing I don't like about Neheb is that he's slow. So that's why you should also play Rhythm of the Wild. And if you play Rhythm of the Wild into Neheb, I think you're going to have a good time. Look, it's Taller Blossom. And a Devil Token. Devil Token used to be my street name. What is everybody going to play for FNM? What are you playing for FNM this Friday? I do want to know that. I want to know what you're playing for Friday Night Magic. What are you playing for? Or are you just drafting? Are you all just going to draft because it's like the first the first set. Naheb is a good card, but competes with Rekindling Phoenix, which is sad. Oh, yeah, but when Rekindling Phoenix rotates out, you're going to have to play something. Phoenix does rotate later this year. Yes, my thoughts exactly. Phoenix rotates this year. Another Davriel. He's cool. Feather. That's the second Feather we've gotten out of the case. Feather is not very common, it would appear. Blind Blast. Ravnica at war. What a bummer. What is it good for? Ravnica at war. Who? What is it good for? Planeswalker Sparks and something. I'll be here all week, guys. Thank God the week is almost over. Ral, Storm Conduit. We got it. We did it, boys. Yeah, I think rotation will be good. Tired of Explorer package and Nexus of Fate stuff. You think you'll do draft tomorrow? Yeah. Hopefully Izzet Drakes is still decent with the new set. I think Izzet Drakes is going to be great with a new set. Like, it's not losing anything. The answers that it's going to be getting, like the answers to Izzet Phoenix, are people aren't going to like remember to put them in their sideboard, so you're going to be fine. That's what I think anyway. That's just my opinion, man. So yeah, I think Izzet Phoenix is well positioned. Yeah, I'm feeling like a lot of people are just going to choose to draft because it's a new format. There's going to be some people that want to like put together some jank stuff, to try out. But I think for a lot of people, they're going to feel like they don't have all the cards they need. So they're going to just draft and get more cards, which I think is a perfectly acceptable response. Rising Populace. Krenko. 10 Street Kingpin, which is what I am. 10 Street. What's the lore behind 10 Street? What do they sell on 10 Street? Did they sell 10? What kind of 10? Is it all just goblins? Because anything that refers to 10 Streets normally has a goblin on it. Does Krenko like run the streets? Hey, Solar Blaze! Laser Beam! Let's see. Still don't really know what to apply. Hopefully it's Drake's. Let's see. Plus, I don't think I've drafted at Oak Ridge before. I'm worried about Ashiok exiling all my instances of sorceries, though. Oh, shoot. You're right. Ashiok. The more I think about it, the more I think that Ashiok is... What is Ashiok at right now? What is its price right now? Because every time we've talked about a problem, we've come to the roundabout conclusion that Ashiok is somehow a solution. Also, Coffee and Can, how many people are really going to run Ashiok in their sideboard? Can't be that many, can it? Unless I sell everybody Ashioks, in which case, should be like, yo, you need to run Ashiok so you can beat this guy. I won't do that to you. I don't think anybody's going to run Ashiok. Right? Because it's only good against Phoenix. There's no, other Reanimator decks. And, another Liliana! Wow, did this box have a Liliana and a Gideon? That's pretty good. You know what I really want? I really want to open a Japanese box of War of the Spark. And I want to get a Liliana. That would be dope. I wonder if Narset would be good against Drakes. Ashiok is the highest uncommon. Is it seriously $3? Man, if it was like $1 or 50 cents, I would buy a ton of them. I would just buy a million. But $3, that's practically the price of a booster pack. You could just buy a booster pack and there could be anything in there. There could even be an Ashiok. And she's worth $3. My logic is infallible. $3 Ashiok. That's pretty good. Well, see, that's another deterrent, though. Coffee and can. Nobody wants to pay $3 for an uncommon, so nobody's going to run Ashiok. They're just going to hope they don't play against Izzet Phoenix. Hey, look, a foil Gideon's Triumph. Card's pretty good. Also, Gideon's Triumph should have been like him disintegrating as he saved Liliana, but that's just my opinion, man. Oh, look at this foil rare! What a hose! Hose Town! No! Ah, we tried. We tried to play the let's get good Magic cards out of our box game, and we didn't win. So yeah, drafting. Draft will be fun. If you've never drafted at Oak Ridge, the draft crowd is pretty friendly up there. It's normally Mac and his family will draft. And we've been having like a couple other people coming up and drafting because this is the first time in Oak Ridge that we've tried to push draft for Friday Night Magic. So really, we could use as much help as we can get getting draft off the ground. Because I'd love to have like a consistent group of people that go up and draft. Because limited is actually my favorite format. I love limited. You guys, do you want to see this pile of trash I'm making? Here, let's go on an adventure, chat. Look at that. Oh, it's a mess. I'm a mess. No one can stop me. The store is closed. That was that whole box. Let's put all of these things in here. Yes. So, I'll also tell you that opening a case after about the third booster box begins to feel like a chore. I'll say that. And I would say that if I were to buy a case personally, I would do one of two things. I would set it back and not open it. And let it accrue in value. And if you're doing that, good for you. Don't panic 1 month from now because the box is going to dip for a second and then they're going to do this because it's going to be the most popular set of all time. We're close to it. So the box is a little dip in value a little bit. But the other thing you can do is, oh, please stop making that noise, is draft it. Just draft your boxes with your friends. And then we also have people who will do this too. They'll just say, they'll be like, hey, I'm gonna draft a box on whatever day of the week, and they'll just ask people if they want to come and draft. I've had people do that before. And of course, especially if you're buying a box from us, you can use our play space any time of the day. We're open at noon, and just go over to our play space and draft. Would love. Oh wait, I forgot. Hold on. Wait. It's box number 6, y'all. Box number 6. Okay. Yeah, come draft. We draft in Knoxville and we draft in Oak Ridge. Ashiok. Well, if people didn't want to run Ashiok, she wouldn't be $3. Fine, you're right, Coffee and Can. On the plus side, you can make a good mill deck now. Is mill viable in standard now? What do you run? What do you run in standard mill? Or are you talking about modern? Because modern mill is already a thing. You can do that. But in standard mill, what can you do? What can you do in standard mill? Inquiring minds wish to know. It's a foil final finale of Promise. Is that any dollars, chat? I don't know. I haven't looked it up, but it is a foil mythic. Look at that. Look, is that Nicol Bolas or is that Ugin? I think that's Ugin. I don't know. I can't tell. It's somebody. I know that much. Oh, it's Niv. Oh, that's cool. Niv's like laying down the hammer. What a G Niv Mizzet is. Like, when we first saw Niv Mizzet, like, who would have guessed that like he would become this beloved character that eventually saves Ravnica. That's wild. Magic lore is wild. Sometimes I feel like they don't really know what they're doing, and they haven't really taken a great interest in the overarching story of Magic until recently, and so they're kind of like taking things from the past and then linking them to now and saying, this was this the whole time! That's just my opinion, though. Promise is $9 regular, $20 foil. Well, guys, we got a foil Promise on sale. Well, it'll be on sale tomorrow. I can't sell you cards. Well, I can actually technically sell you cards in an hour and 15 minutes. And I'm still going to be here at the Knoxville store. So if you show up outside my store in an hour and 15 minutes and want to buy a box, I might sell it to you. Also, fun fact, distribution is out of booster boxes. And there's a lot of stores that are complaining currently on the forums saying, I can't get any booster boxes for draft weekend. Ooh, is that a foil Augur of Bolas? And I feel for those people very much. But I also say, you should have put your pre-orders in with your distributor way before now. And all the other card game companies make you do it. Yu-Gi-Oh makes you do it. I have to order Yu-Gi-Oh product now like 3 months in advance. So, Magic the Gathering's most popular trading card game. You can put some on pre-order a few months in advance. So, long story short is, I hope Wizards of the Coast doesn't like overreact to that in any way. If you're watching Wizards of the Coast, which I know you're not, just tell stores to pre-order. It's better for you. That's fine. It's fine by me. I can tell when you made a good set. I'm paying attention. You made a good set. Good grief, there's so many good cards in this set at Uncommon. And they're going to be so cheap. Ugh, it actually makes me upset. I'm actually getting upset. Dreadhorde Invasion. Planes. Zombie Army. Zombie Army used to be my stream name. I'm telling you, he's the true dragon god. Dude, what if Niv Mizzet does like ascend to be a dragon god? And like he like goes and releases Ugin and wrecks Nicol Bolas. Like they have like a one-on-one fight, and he's just like, you mess with Ravnica, I'm gonna kill you. And he just kills Nicol Bolas and like eats his lunch. It won't happen. They like literally put Nicol Bolas into like permanent stasis to just be like, next time we really want to break out a super bad villain, you know, we'll pull Nicol Bolas out of the woodwork and he'll be back to fight again. Dreadhorde General, a Dreadhorde Butcher, and a foil Teo's Light Shield. Wait, what have I done? What have I done? Okay. Organization is hard. Oh my gosh. I'm a mess. Hold on. There we go. So, it's getting late. I'm getting tired, and I'm putting cards in the wrong place, which you can't do. It's against the rules. See you. That's what's happening right now. Like Blizz did with Illidan for Legion? Yeah! It is! It is! I feel like it's just all the same story. All these big companies. It's the same story. It's a big bad villain. And they'll be back. I mean, even the Phyrexians, right? The Phyrexians were defeated, you know, an invasion block or whatever. You know, they were eventually defeated. They were kind of like this rising force. And then they got fought off. And then, no, they weren't fought off. They were, Karn had some in his tummy or on his foot. And you know, now we have new Phyrexia. But I think the Phyrexians are a much cooler villain than your regular villain. Very creative kind of stuff. So Magic story is pretty unique, all things considered, and I enjoy it very much. I enjoy the lore. The Phyrexians aren't completely dead, right? That's correct. They're I mean, they're all alive and well on New Phyrexia, but they're like part mechanical, part living. right? They're like Borg or whatever. And they have the same, they're actually a lot like the Borg because they want to assimilate everything into perfection. Phyrexians are a cool villain. So is Bolas, in your opinion. But it's good to mix things up. Bolas has been a bad guy for a while. Yeah, no, I really liked Nicol Bolas as a villain. You know, it's this mastermind dragon, and he's very powerful and cool. And I thought he was really cool too. Ooh, that's our first Oketra. God Eternal Oketra. There she is. And this set in itself was really cool. A lead up to it, right? Like, you had all the zombie warriors from Amonkhet, and then all the stuff happening in Ravnica, and they all clashed together. So that was pretty neat too. But yeah, Bolas was a good villain. I'm glad that the arc is finally, they've been building up to this for a long time. Which is another reason why I think the set, even if it does see a dip, which it might not, honestly, it might not see. Teferi in a Foil Mobilized District. Foil Mobilized Districts, whatever. I think the set is going to hold its value for a long time. Because you got to think about, they have been hyping this set since, Conflux? Right? Conflux. They've been hyping this set. And so, the cards are powerful. The rares are powerful. The mythics are very powerful. Even some of the commons are ridiculous. Even ones that are just kind of meh, like Martyr for the Cause, when it dies, proliferate. That's really strong. That's really strong. There's things that cost 2 and proliferate. That will have really strong effects. There's going to be some crazy decks that use War of the Spark cards coming out. Mark my words. Sweet. Was that 3 Teferis? He's almost $15 on MTG Goldfish. Yay! Yay! That makes me happy. Another thing, I don't have my card scanner on me. Another thing I like to do when I open product is scan everything in and see what the TCG market price for it is to kind of just give a short, was it worth it? Did I open, a case worth of value? But from what I'm seeing, I feel like it's kind of hard not to with the uncommon planeswalkers and all. Because again, who doesn't like planeswalkers? And they're never going to do this again. We're probably never going to see uncommon planeswalkers ever again. Because how often, and somebody maybe knows this, other than Dominaria and Kamigawa block, how often did they make uncommon legendary creatures? And I think the answer is not that often, if ever. So how often are they going to make an uncommon walker or a rare walker? Probably never again. Or if they do it again, it'll be a long time. A long, long time. Look! God Eternal Kefnet! You may reveal the first card you draw each turn, and as you draw it. Whenever you reveal an instant or sorcery card this way, copy that card. You may cast the copy. That copy costs 2 less to cast. When God Eternal Kefnet... we already know what happens when he dies. He shuffles back in. He goes into the top of your library. I think they're going to start pushing the power level of commons. I think so too. There was an interview that the professor from Tulane Community College did with one of the developers for the cards, one of the designers. They call them designers for the cards. There's another arc boat, and he said that it's a format that they're aware of. Pauper is a format they're aware of, and that that they try to kind of stick stuff in to make Pauper a better format every set now. Woohoo! Another Liliana Dreadhorde General. Yes, please. I think we have a full playset of her, so heck yeah. Life is good. Life is good. Wait. Uncommon legendary creatures after Dom. What uncommon legendary creatures have we gotten? Name one. Name an uncommon legendary creature that we have gotten that is not in Dominaria. I don't think you can. Sorry, I didn't mean to like pop at you. At least 3 lilies so far. Uncommon. Oh, at least 3. I was like, Lily isn't an uncommon. Yeah, at least 3 lilies. I'm a super big fan of that. The Wanderer. Doop, doop, doop. Oh, this is the last box, guys. Look, I look terrible. I'm looking at myself on camera. I look like garbage. Garbage. Ah, Chandra's Triumph. Now, okay. Lore question. Is this actually Chandra? Or is this... Sorry, spoilers for anyone. Spoiler alert, plug your ears. Is this actually Chandra? Or is this Lazav in this picture? Inquiring minds wish to know. Also, why didn't we see Lazav? Why is there no Lazav? I guess there's none of the guild leader cards in here. Chandra and Dovin. Oh, it is Chandra and Dovin. Okay. Okay. Up next list, foil Ugin's Conjurant and a Solar Blaze. Okay. I'll take it. There you go. There we go. Ooh, is that the first Nissa emblem we've gotten? Because if it is, that's crazy. So we're all going to draft on Friday. The set's incredible. It's the best set they've ever made in the history of ever. It's not quite true, but also interesting thing about the set, and I'm actually glad for this. There are no rare lands in this set, or like not a rare cycle of lands. And the reason why I'm glad for that is because anytime they print a rare cycle of lands in a set, it sucks the value out of all the other cards. Why would we see Lazav? I hear he's pretty good at making sure that doesn't happen. Quite true. In the books, Lazav is disguised as Chandra, and he pokes Dovin's eyes out. Do you think we'll see a land cycle on M20? Ooh, God Eternal Bantu. That's our third one of those. Please kill me. I mean, what? I don't want any more God Eternal Bantus. Also, please don't kill me. That was a joke. It wasn't a very good joke. I apologize. I shouldn't have made that joke. But, do you think we'll see a land cycle on M20? Yes, I do. What if we saw the fetch land cycle on M20? How wild would that be? What if they put fetch lands in M20? Let's live in that world for a second. Let's live in the world where they put fetch lands in M20. It fits, right? We could use fetch lands in standard because we're about to lose the buddy land. So we're going to lose some of that consistency. So what if they're like, yo, Scalding Tarn, Arid Mesa, Misty Rainforest. It's all on M20. Can you imagine? People would lose their minds. We'd be shuffling in standard. That's true. And the games in standard are already going to go really long because these cards, look at all these cards. I want you to look at these cards right now. Look at these ones that I just have on camera right here. This is 3 uncommons, okay? And the rare, which is a Jace. Look at how much text is on all, like the blocks of text on all of these cards. Like standard is going to slow down. Everybody's going to go to time every round. If you go and play at my stores, ladies and gentlemen, please play an aggro deck. Play something that kills people. Because if you play a control deck, we're going to be there all night. I mean, if you want to play a control deck, like if that's your jam, like go for it. But like, there's a lot of text on these cards. But really, would fetches in standard be worse than Nexus in standard? That's true. I hate Nexus of Fate. I hate playing against it. It's just like once it starts going off, you just feel pretty helpless and like you can't interact with it. It's not very fun to play against. But fetches in standard, I think would be good. I think it would be good for the format. So here are my prediction. Well, fetch plus shocks in standard would be kind of silly, but they've done that before. Oh wait, have they done that before? When Khans of Tarkir block, what was before Khans of Tarkir block? Was it RTR block and Khans block together? Was that a thing, or am I making that up? There were fetches and duels with Battle for Zendikar. That's true, but they were the duels that came into play tapped, right? That was 4-color Siege Rhino Arrow plus Rally combo. Yeah, that was pretty miserable. I suppose you're right. It was pretty miserable. But I mean, you know, a guy can dream. I think we either get fetches in the whatever the set is after M20, or we get them in M20. And if we don't, and here's how we know we won't get fetches. So we know we won't get fetch lands if in M20 they put a different land cycle into M20. Now, the only other land cycle I could see them justifiably putting into standard that would do very well and be very useful is the filter lands, right? The filter lands got reprinted in Masters 25. So that was a fairly recent printing, so it's unlikely that the filter lands would get reprinted. Did all 10 filter lands get reprinted in Masters 25, or just 5 of them? So if it was just 5, I could see filter lands getting reprinted. I think Rosewater actually said they would never reprint fetch lands into standard again. I don't think ally versions exist. So ally versions of the filter lands, that could be something. That either happens in M20, or it happens in the set after, which is these guys' home plane, right? Wait. Oh. Hey, look at that! I knocked over a box. It's these guys' home plane. Whatever their home plane is, we go there. It's got fetches in it. Wow, there are so many. What? Oh. I've got 4 packs left. Let's get through them. So ally versions, but then that kind of skews things, right? Because right now we have a cycle of 10 lands. And hey, Vivian, we have a cycle of 10 lands and 10 guilds. So I feel like I don't know. We're going to get half of something. We're going to get half of a cycle in M20, a half a cycle of something, and the other half is going to come out in the next set. Just like they did with Ixalan and Dominaria, right? They put half in Ixalan and the other half in Dominaria. And then they all came together for the 10 cycle. And then all 10 shocks, because Mark Rosewater did say they try not to separate the cycles anymore. So we got all 10 buddy lands, then we got all 10 shocks. So in the next 2 sets, we're going to get all 10 of something, right? Hopefully something that comes in untapped. They could throw a curveball and reprint Scar's Fastlands. Oh! That would be cool. I'd be okay with that. Parhelion, boo. I'd be okay with that. That would be fine. Oh, here's my last 2 packs. The last unicorn! But if they do half a cycle like that, then they would cycle out at different times. Would they? Is M20 in the set that comes after M20 cycling out at different times? I don't know the timing on that, honestly. I should know these things because it's like my job to know these things, but I don't know these things. People that make more money off this game pay attention to these things better than I do. I just sell cardboard. I am but a humble cardboard slinger. Last pack, guys. Last pack, ladies and gentlemen. Out of box number 6. Here it comes. M20 would cycle out, and archery would still be standard legal. Oh. If that's the case, we might not get any kind of lands in M20, and M20 will suck. Like a lot. All right, let's see what we get. Domri! He died. R.I.P. Domri. All right, it's time to review, okay? So we're going to go through the rares first. This is a case worth of rares. Check it out. Look at that. Look at all of that. Look at that cheddar. So I guess we'll just separate it by color really quick. Multicolor, white, green. Woo! Multicolor, red. It's everybody's favorite time of the night where Steven sorts cards into different piles so we can see what we got. Did you enjoy that song? I know I did. I know I did. I opened this whole case, and do you know what I didn't get, guys? I didn't get one Boar God. Does anybody have any idea how distressing that is? I have people that want that card, and I'm not going to be able to get it to them. Quick! Fire up the buy lists! We're buying Boar Gods! 70 cents on the dollar! Something like that. It's probably all these cards. That's the thing, is some of these cards are not as expensive as they should be. And some of these cards are more expensive than they should be. And we get to play the game of which one is which. And at the end of the day, I probably don't care, and I'm just going to sell you Magic cards. If you want them. I'm not going to make you buy them. Foil Elder Spell. Pretty cool. I love that the Tamiyo pose is like, my hair is getting messed up. She did not want to participate in the battle. Does Tamiyo have a card like Tamiyo's whatever? Oh, there's Tamiyo's Revelation. That's right. Where you draw a bunch of cards or something. It's not a super excited card. The only reason why I like this card is because you can proliferate 4 times, which is basically like putting 4 loyalty counters on a Planeswalker. I feel like that would be fun to do. Will it be good? No. Will it be fun? You betcha. Yada, yada, yada. Yada, yada. Look, we only got one of these. I saw somebody get 2 of these at the pre-release. Some people have all the luck. And a foil Fibblethip. That's the most important card I have. Oh, wait. I'm not even, remotely close to done. Please. Please, 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 please. Sort all the Magic cards. I think I'm going to have Bobby do this tomorrow. This is the worst. Just be like, open a case and sort it into a binder. It has been decreed. Bobby probably has plans to do other things tomorrow. And not these things. I sold Krasis the first week Ravnica Allegiance is out. No way this goes over $20, I said. Tamiyo's Epiphany, which is for C. Yes, Tamiyo's Epiphany. That's right. That's that card. Right? And yeah, you look at some of these cards and you're like, no way. No way Teferi's going to be worth any more than he is. And then everybody's like, well, actually, it turns out that this card's incredible. And it's well positioned and it plays really well. And whoa! And then next thing you know, you got card spike on your hands. Okay. Elder Spell might be one of those cards. I think the Reanimator spell that reanimates any number of targets. I think in the right deck that this card, Command the Dreadhorde. What is Command the Dreadhorde at right now? Because if this card is like less than $2, this card's ridiculous. Choose any number of target creatures and planeswalkers in graveyards and just reanimate them. I guess, I mean, you lose life, but who cares? Who cares? Your life total doesn't matter when you win the game. Yeesh. Yeeshers. Jeepers criminy, as my friend Nick likes to say. Let's see. It makes you feel any better. It's under $20 now. It doesn't. I bought one for my Gates deck when it was $35. Yeah. Feels bad. If it makes you feel any better, the Hydroid Krasis may rise again, right? Because when rotation happens, who knows what's going to happen? Who really can say? You know what I can say, though, is that this set is going to get opened a lot. And depending on... So what happens is, if a bunch of filthy casuals, and they're my favorite, open these, and they don't trade in the cards to anybody, like across the entire United States, the value on all of these cards will remain relatively high. And there's already a shortage at all the distributors. There's already a shortage. So, if that happens, all these cards are going to be expensive. But if it doesn't, then they're all going to be relatively cheap. All right, I sorted them by color. I guess we're gonna get the cards that are money, right? These guys, Finale of Glory, Gideon Blackblade, God Eternal Oketra. So, we got 3 Tummuks, 3 Finale of Glories, 1 Gideon Blackblade. Can everybody see this? And 1 God Oketra. 1 God Eternal Oketra. That's pretty good. Jace is pretty good, right? Was there no rare white planeswalker? Oh, I guess not because Gideon is there. Spark Devil's pretty good. Is it worth anything? Jace is. Final Revelation is. Here's a Final Revelation. Is Spark Devil worth anything, guys? Oh, there's God Eternal Kefnet. So we got like what, a playset of Jace Wielder of Mysteries? More than a playset, 5 of them. 3 Finale of Revelations and a God Eternal Kefnet. So blue is not a very powerful spot. Let's see, at least Arclight is played in Modern, so that should hold for a while. Kind of, but it got printed in the Challenger deck. I think that was good, because if Arclight didn't get printed in the Challenger deck, it would still be pretty expensive. And despite that, if they don't ban Arclight Phoenix, that will always be a deck forever. Like, it's always going to be strong to be like, I'll discard these Arclights and then play a bunch of spells and they'll come back and I'll hit you for 6 or 9. Giggity. Finale of Eternity, Bolas' Citadel's good. Elder Spell, Dreadhorde Invasion. Man, Black had some strong. Man, Black was strong. What isn't good in Black? Did for a week or so, but it seems to be holding steady around 18 or 19 last I checked. And yeah, and that's the other thing too, right? Is any deck that runs Arclight Phoenix wants to run 4 of them, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you don't want to run fewer than 4 Arclight Phoenix because your whole deck is like centered around it. Like, that's another thing. What's good out of red? Dreadhorde Arcanist, I know is good. Finale of Promise. Arcanist. Finale of Promise. Finale of Promise. Finale of Promise. This is why I don't have any Boar Gods. I got friggin' 4 Finale of Promises. Also, I don't know what is good in that color either. Okay. That's good. Finale of Devastation. She's good. She's good. Like, why do I have two? So green has two rare planeswalkers. I don't get it. I don't understand. Did I get so many Vivian's Arcbows though? I'm super okay with that, honestly. That card's great. Sign me up. Okay. Colorless. Mobilized District, Karn. Karn's Bastion. Ugin, Karn. Ugin. More Ugin, more Karn. So I got some Ugins and I got some Karns. 3 Ugins, 3 Karns. Is that what it is? Man, I don't know if you guys have seen Blast Zone in play. Like, this card's pretty decent. I really wish this foil Mobilized District was a foil Karn's Blast Zone. But thus is life. Such is life. Look at this stack. What's good multicolor out of this set? Teferi is good. We wanted to count Teferis, didn't we? And that's a mythic, so we'll count it. And Time Wipe is good. I got 2 Othakayas in like a row, which was strange. Here's a Niv Mizzet. All in all, not bad stuff. Here's another Teferi. Another Teferald. I feel like I should have been paying attention more to the prices here on these cards, but what can you do? Oh, wait, guys. We have a playset of Teferald. Not bad stuff used to be my street name. Nice. Very cool. Oh! All right, guys. That's it. Now I got to go and pack all this up and organize it and get it put away. This is probably going to be what stays here in Knoxville. And then we'll open some more product tomorrow for Oak Ridge. We'll have it all for sale by Friday night. Judging from, I guess, what is it, 11:15 now? So depending on how time goes and things like that, we may be opening product right up until F&M. So feel free to give us a call if you're looking for cards. And yeah, I got some really good pulls here. Black is the most ridiculous color in this set. All of the cards that are black seem incredible to me. And I got a playset of Liliana Dreadhorde General. So I'm not complaining. And I got a bunch of Dreadhorde Invasions too, which I think that card's really good. I think this card's excellent. So, anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Stay tuned. I'll be coming down to, after I get Oak Ridge kind of set up and opened up and stuff like that, I'll be coming back down to Knoxville to stream again. I'm going to open a Japanese booster box tomorrow, and we're going to see what we get. If I get a foil Liliana alternate art Dreadhorde General, I will not pee my pants, but I'll want to on stream. But I won't. But I want to. That was weird. I'm tired. Time to go to bed. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and stuff. And Spark, Spark. Woo! Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day.